This episode of Flagrant 2 has been brought to you by Adam and Eve. Free stuff is the best, but free stuff that will ignite your Valentine's Day is even better. Check this out, all right? When you go to adamandeve.com and select almost any one item, you'll get it at 50% off. That's amazing by itself. But here's where they load on the free stuff. When you enter our exclusive code at checkout, that code is Flagrant, by the way, not only do you get 50% off one item, you'll also get 10 tantalizing free items. First, for your viewing pleasure, 6 free movies. Did you hear that? Movies. You know what those movies about? The goods. Next, a free mystery pack that includes an item for him, a special toy for her, and something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you're going to get free shipping. That's a lot of free, y'all. Okay? So that's a lot of free for Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day stuff. So you just head on over to adamandeve.com and be sure to use the offer code FLAGRANT. Again, that's FLAGRANT, Flagrant, because without it, there will be no free Valentine's Day stuff. That's Flagrant at adamandeve.com. Let's start the show. Actually, what you're hearing right now is the pre-show. We just got in a huge, huge argument, crazy scuffle. It gets very serious. Shit is thrown. I mean, it's nuts. Like, I'm recording this after the episode, but what you're about to listen to, it gets pretty wild. It gets heated in here. I'll just stop selling it. I'll stop hyping it up. I don't need to hype up the hype. The shit is already there. Indulge. Why? What?
You just said shit.
Why am I in shit? That was rude? Was that rude?
Yes.
How was that rude, Akaash? Yeah.
It's kind of rude.
Why was it rude?
It's kind of rude.
Was it rude? Akaash, was it rude?
I don't care. I'll do it when I get home. I won't. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you should leave it in. You should start right
Hold
now.
on.
It's a little rude.
Hold on.
definitely don't leave it in.
Before we start, because we already started, but was that rude? Was that rude? First of all, something that I learned today that I had only heard in rumors prior was that Akaash's girl does not like young Hezzy
Really?
Oh, really?
at all.
Really? I mean,
I felt a vibe.
I don't
oh,
blame
she
her.
don't like you.
Oh my God.
No, she don't like you.
Why? Why is that?
And I even gave Akaash like a little fake ass compliment. Like, remember when they were doing a podcast and I was like, man, he waited for you. Like, I've been trying to whatever. You know how you try to pick, promote your boy.
Yeah.
When she don't like you, ain't no bring it up.
Hey, bro, feelings mutual.
I'm not
You know
gonna.
what I mean?
I'm not gonna hold you. I felt the vibes, bro.
The vibes were there. But
felt
wait,
the
was that
vibes.
rude when I just said we'll wait for Akaash's girl? I said we'll wait as long as she needed. We'll wait.
You didn't say it like that.
That's not how you said it.
But that's how I meant. How'd it come out?
Like, get
All right,
out.
we'll wait.
It was like, all right, we'll wait.
That's the all right, we'll wait plus the pause.
But
Because
she
then
was-
it's like, all right, we'll wait. And they just stare at you.
I don't know what she was. What was she? She was doing homework or something. Oh.
So you kicked her out while she was doing work.
Son, I just looked over the computer and it looked like she was coding or some shit, and I was like, bro, we got a podcast to do. It's already quite late. Because a very entertaining interview with
And
Akaash
then
and
you
his girl
gotta
on horrible
double down.
decisions.
That's what makes
Yeah.
you ain't shit.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. I ain't
Hold
going
on.
for it. I'll be telling you.
Hold on.
Like, if that was my girl, like, we'd have to have words. Like, okay.
Why are you spicing this up?
I'm not
We
even
got
spicing
it.
it up.
We
Like,
got
I
it.
just
We
saw-
love this shit.
It was
Let's
one of
go.
those
happened?
things. I was just like, what?
Yo, Akaash, explain to me what's going on, because I don't get it. And now you're pitting Akaash against me like he got to do something.
I'm not putting nobody against
And
nobody.
I
I'm
told
just
Kaz-
like,
Kaz in the corner, I know you high or
I just
something.
said, I'm not high at all. I'm super sober.
He's like just been super chill this whole episode.
I had to watch the show. We're taping the
Cass
show right
just goes,
now.
I'm super sober, and then he picks up a half-drink bottle of water. Like that meant the rest of the day he could have not done anything. That's how you know he's high.
No, I was chilling.
sober.
'cause
Look, I had
I'm
4
watching the
sips,
show,
so-
and my segment was on the show, so I had to make sure it went like I thought it was gonna go.
Gotcha.
Went off.
You
I
ain't
was
hit the
like,
pen
all right, cool.
before you came in?
I'm not
All right,
sober. I
Akaash,
wish.
listen,
I had a
you know
long
I'm
day. I
mad
wish I was high,
respectful
bro.
of people's girls, yo. Mad respectful.
You respectful in that you
Yeah.
won't ever hit on them or flirt with them.
I don't hit on them. I don't flirt with them. I try to make you look good in front of you. If you're my homie, I always try to make you look good.
Yeah.
I always try to make you look like the man, make you look faithful.
Well, he is faithful.
He
Give him
is
that.
faithful, but I'm saying I'm mad respectful. But you thought that was disrespectful.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm always like, am I being a bitch if I think this is I don't want to be no whipped at. And I was like, she probably upset by that, and I could see how, but
But on another level, it's like, Homework is for home. You know what I mean?
I mean, not to play devil's advocate, but we've definitely had people here during taping plenty of times.
Doing it with her
And
here.
it's
I know
never-
she hates me. We just gonna have me in the back of the room. Like, come on, bro.
That would have been great content.
It
Would
would
have been
have.
great content.
It would have for maybe 2 of y'all,
Oh, it's not so comfortable
but the
anymore,
rest
huh?
of the listeners.
It's
Listen,
not so-
I care about the assholes, yo.
Actually, when
Y'all can
said it
entertain
was rude,
yourself.
I felt a little relief because I was like, oh, okay, I'm not.
No, it wasn't just
completely
you.
crazy.
Like I was just sitting there.
I'll just deal with it when I get home or whatever.
I'm sure you will.
No, but my bad. Like, I honestly didn't think it was rude. I
I'ma
thought.
here's the thing.
Yeah, keep it.
Honestly,
please,
honestly.
yes.
If it's my
Yo,
friend's
Alex,
girlfriend,
you shouldn't invite her back in and ask
Yeah,
her if it was
yeah.
rude. Yo,
Stuff that nigga.
Stupid. Crabs in a barrel, bro. This is just.
Stuff that nigga. Man.
Yo, man, we can't win, bro. You know what I mean?
if it's a friend's girl, like
Yeah.
with Sarah, I always made sure she liked me, and there was no. Not only am I not gonna hit on her, like, because then I know it's just shit for you to put up with. And I've been the asshole friend.
Yeah.
And I see how that causes fights, and then at a certain point, I was like, oh, I just need to make sure this is always smooth. As
What I ever do that was bad?
I don't think you've done anything.
Oh,
bad.
I remember the one thing.
But
But that wasn't.
you can't just trail off on that
Yeah,
one. I
I
need
know.
details on that show. No, that's not.
Nah.
All right. I can tell Akaash is serious because he was like, no.
Yeah, but it wasn't even intentional. Like, it wasn't even intentional. Admit it
Oh,
wasn't
man.
intentional.
No.
No, I've definitely been you before. I've definitely been the friend that my friend's girl was like, I don't like when you hang out with him,
Yeah, nobody liked me.
which is fine. You get
Nobody's friend, nobody's
that. But
girlfriend
I
likes
wouldn't
me.
make it. This is the pressure that he put him under.
Oh, you got-
control text.
Look at the pressure you put under this man,
Yo,
bro.
son, his thumbs are moving Goku speed right now, bro. Look at this shit.
Akaash in the
Okay,
90
That's actually a 2-line text.
in the
to be
90
honest.
plus episodes we've done in this episode, I don't think I've ever seen Akaash text during a show until right this second.
Did you have to
The
put out
show's
fire?
not on.
It is.
Yeah, we
we're
started.
rolling.
We already going. This
We are
is,
rolling,
this is
bro.
Flagrant 2. No easy buckets.
are
Analysis
rolling, bro.
by
You kidding
asshole.
me?
Water cooler commentary for your sports needs, bro. We out here. You know what I mean? This Schultz.
Oh, it's awkward in
I'm
here,
out here
man.
making- Listen, y'all want to know how to play a villain.
Y'all don't know, bro.
Y'all want to know how to turn heel.
I live for an awkward moment. I can cut that tension with a knife right here, bro.
This is light work, bro.
Is it? For you?
Son,
He got to go home to that.
son, this is
Not even go
nothing.
home. She's like right outside. She's probably like listening right
He was
now.
born into chaos, bro. This is Bane, bro. He don't got to worry about this shit. You've been in uncomfortable situations, no? You're in a relationship. Is it really that bad?
Don't let him.
Yo,
Yo,
Alex,
Akaash, yo, I see what's happening right now. Yo.
Alex,
I see what's happening right now. Yo.
He's
Yo,
like,
next,
it ain't
Alex, please stop.
Wow.
Please
I'm
stop.
not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you rock, Akaash. You gotta handle this, bro.
Yo, they are
handle this.
whip. You see these guys
Handle
are
this.
hucks, bro.
What? See how he's trying to
Yo,
flip
this
it?
Scuffle him.
Talking
See,
all
he's
this
like-
shit, he ain't never snuffed nothing.
See
He
how
got
he's
beat up
trying
by
to-
a Swedish bouncer. You know what I mean?
Yo,
This guy
I
ain't
hit him
never
with a
snuffed
two-piece.
nothing,
Stop
son.
it. I hit him with a two-piece.
He walked through it and
Hey.
fucking beat your ass.
It's better than your soft-ass stiff arm.
Listen, my soft-ass stiff arm is, I think, what saved your life. Because that dude would have came right through you, bro, like Nick Bosa. He would have ran through your chest.
Soft
Real
ass
talk.
stiff arm to keep him out of jail.
Oh,
Dude,
my
listen,
God.
I had to get you out of jail. That's what I do. I take care of my peoples. You know what I mean? And I'll get you out of this situation right now, too. You want me to get on the stand? FaceTime her right now. I get on the stand.
Nah, you
You don't
good.
got FaceTime, but
please.
you're right here, bro. You should go. You just
I'm
go.
not. Oh, wait, she's waiting in the room?
I don't know.
Why couldn't she just wait there the whole time?
Oh, so you made her leave the building? You
Nah,
made her
she was
leave
going
the
home.
premises?
She was going home.
She was going home.
She just need to
You
knock out
ain't
some
even
more.
know
Yo,
that.
y'all are soft, bro. I thought y'all were more men than that. But like,
Oh,
we
now
gotta do.
he's trying to call us soft.
Y'all are
Because he's
soft,
an asshole.
bro.
Because he's an
Yo,
asshole.
Akaash,
So
I'm
we
sorry,
saw.
bro. I was
You
looking-
soft. Some of us take this
Had I
shit
known- I thought you was
seriously.
here chilling.
We're,
Listen.
it's called being respectful. That's
Be
what it
respectful.
is.
Yeah,
That's your
respect the
lady.
podcast.
That's
We
your
come in
lady,
here.
bro.
We come into this motherfucker right here. You know what I mean? You eating
Oh,
pickles.
man.
Alex,
Akaash,
four things of free
enjoy that
pickles
couch
are
tonight,
on the
bro.
fucking table, and Alex cannot stop eating fucking free pickles. I'm
Enjoy
like,
that
can you
couch
please
tonight, my man.
set up the
Goddamn.
cameras? Eden was the only one doing any work.
No, we've had talks that if it's the podcast, it's a lot of pressure. You don't know what that is. Whatever, that's a different story. But at the same time, if you got a homie with a girlfriend, you just make his life easier.
Yeah, that's all you do.
And I did. I
wasn't
threw you a
easy.
bone. She didn't take that shit. So after that, it's like, beat it, son. We got podcasts to
What's
do.
the bone? Why you gotta say beat it, man? What am I talking about? Yo, what kind of shit I'm talking about?
Stand up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let him
No,
know.
it's not
Y'all
even
gotta
that.
listen to these pussies, son. Y'all gotta listen to these pussies, son.
Let him know.
Not
That's
even
your
that.
woman,
This
bro.
guy you
It's
walk
not
right
even
through.
That's your woman, bro.
Stuff him.
It's not even that. That's my brother. I'm not fighting
You know
this
what?
dude.
I'll let you push me in the face like Kaz hits the mitts. If you watch Kaz Yo, Kaz hits
Niggas
mitts
coming from
like
my
Phil
Midwest.
Collins does a drum solo.
Oh my God. Look how this man changes the subject, yo.
I know, right?
Look how he turns the heat. Look how he turns the heat to elsewhere, yo. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry you gotta enjoy that
Ain't
couch
nobody
tonight, bro.
worried about
No,
Alex.
we're
bro.
gonna talk.
Neither.
It's gonna be fine. She's not
My
gonna be.
mitts are fine, bro.
So what
Y'all
just
gotta worry about
happened?
this
Royal
right here,
Rumble? We
bro.
about to get that shit
5'6"
popping.
Swedish guy walked through two of Alex's punches.
Yo,
I had
Kaz.
to push him out the way.
Kaz, what just passed Royal Rumble, right?
Royal Rumble,
We about to
this
get that shit
time.
popping, all right? Yeah,
Sit
continuation.
down. You in front of a computer. Why you hands up?
So what? Let him talk.
Yeah.
Let him talk, Alex. Let him talk, bro.
I can't wait. Akaash just
God
snuffle,
damn.
please.
I can see that
Do it
shit
for the
building,
culture.
bro. I can see that shit building too. I
What
get it.
building?
I've been there before. I've had the asshole.
Listen, we've talked. I've had this exact talk with her. The podcast is a lot of pressure. You trying to be funny constantly, especially if you don't need anything. This is how I explained to her. If I'm trying to be funny, I don't need anything taking away from my brain power that's trying to be funny.
Understood.
Thank
And
God
there's so
some
many-
of us are brave enough to do
there's
that.
so many
Not
things-
all of us are.
What? No, real talk.
Not all of us are
Hold up,
brave
real
enough.
talk, though.
Some fucking cowards back there behind a computer.
We're cutting the first 20 minutes of the episode. We're cutting it down. I'm uncomfortable about this.
That's
I don't want the
spicy.
world knowing.
Oh, it's spicy.
The
Hold
seeds.
on, let me take my jacket off.
And
It's
real
spicy.
talk-
Yeah, mad pussy, son. And you want to talk about anything? Mad pussy.
And it's the same guy who's
Mad
thanking me for
pussy.
cutting off that 20 minutes before because he was afraid of that Nicki Minaj smoke.
Whoa!
Hold on.
You don't want to
talk
the
about
balls.
it.
You don't
Let's
want no
talk
smoke with
about
the
it.
balls.
Hold on. First of all, fuck the bar. Fuck Nicki.
Now it's fucking.
No, we not gonna let. Hey, how much money did I give up not apologizing? Keep it a buck.
A little
No,
bit.
no.
Yeah,
You
did.
keep it exact. How much money did I give up
How
not
much?
apologizing?
How much?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. They was off.
$100,000
God
in
damn.
Dell advertising.
Wow.
God
I know.
damn.
So suck my dick,
God
motherfucker.
damn.
Oh, see,
And
now
you
you
worried
get
about?
Oh, so
Now you
wait,
get
this
fucked.
belt,
You
this
can't tell
belt,
another
What the fuck? Suck my dick.
the belt.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
Yo, chill out. Relax. Relax.
Hey,
Listen, you
Relax.
know he threw water, right? This motherfucker turned to Andy from Fire Fest. Second, suck some dick.
you know we did put out water,
Now you
boy.
get too spicy.
You know we did put out water.
You get too spicy
Y'all want
over
the
there.
smoke. Y'all want it spicy. See how easy you get under people's skin? You see that shit?
Woo,
See how easy
goddamn.
that shit was?
This is a sports
on,
show
bro.
once upon a time.
Come on, bro. I don't want the smoke.
Cass, this the
I
happiest
want
I
the
ever
smoke.
seen Cass to not be at the center of it.
Damn right.
Cass so
Yeah.
happy
Goddamn
right
right.
now.
I know he is.
I
He
love
wanna
it.
tear us
Happy
apart,
right
I love
bro.
it when the smoke is
You wanna
elsewhere,
tear us
bro.
apart.
No, I get this though. The pressure's not on them as much to be funny, so it's not the same. There is
course
pressure.
not.
At the same
Of course
time,
not.
if that's your homie, just make his life easier. That's
I'm
all.
it.
trying to make you. I'm always trying
That's
to make.
it.
Tell me I'm not the most.
You
accommodating.
not.
I'm not the most accommodating.
We're
Bro.
friends and their girls.
Yo, you still got. I'm not the most accommodating.
You with friends
Nope.
and their girls.
Hold on one second. Let's start from the beginning. I'm not the most accommodating.
Y'all talking right there. Keep it
Alex,
over there.
Alex,
Oh,
I'm
no,
not the most.
Yo,
the
your
pressure
man
was
is
on. The
trying to
pressure
tell
was
you
on
is
the
it today?
Yo,
What day
your
is it
man
today?
is trying to.
What day is it today?
Your
I
man
don't
is
wanna know
trying.
this.
Your
I'm just
man.
telling you the
Monday,
general
it's Monday.
rule.
No, he said
Hey.
don't deflect. He said
I
don't
wanna know.
deflect.
Don't
Go
You
right
want
here.
smoke now?
Don't
Now
deflect,
I'm just
son.
a cameraman.
Why you
Now
always-
I'm just a
Yo,
cameraman.
I'm
You
just
see
a
this?
cameraman,
Now
son.
I'm just a cameraman, right?
Listen, nobody's saying
Why
you're
you
not a good
deflecting,
friend.
son?
Nobody's saying you're not loyal. You're the most loyal. You're a
The
great
most.
friend. But
Yeah.
we're friends
You're
and
not
their
going to your
girls.
day job tomorrow.
This is
You're
true.
welcome.
This is true.
We're friends and
You're
their
the most
girls.
ungrateful motherfucker I ever
Oh,
met in my
now
entire
he's
life,
still
son.
deflecting.
Son,
Why you deflecting, son?
We've been working
Yo,
for
your
1
man's
month.
trying to check you right now,
He's
and
been-
you deflected.
You scared of this?
Yo,
We've been
your
working for 1
man's
month.
trying to check you right now.
Look,
Why you
you see him trying to
deflecting? Why you
cover out.
deflecting? Why you
See him
deflecting
trying-
though? Why you deflecting
cut his
though?
audio.
Oh, cut his mic.
Don't cut his mic. Don't cut his mic.
Fuck
We
is
don't
Let
cut
it
going
shit
go.
for
on?
the
Let it
podcast.
rock.
We don't cut shit for
Let
the
it rock.
podcast. We don't cut shit for the podcast.
We've been working together for a month. Guess how many weekends he's taken off in that month?
Oh,
Well, how many?
3.
What?
3 out of 4?
Three. First weekend, baby shower.
1 day baby shower. Keep going.
That's a weekend.
Keep going.
How many days in the weekend? 50%
It was
of the
1
weekend.
day baby shower.
50% of the weekend you talk. Okay.
So we gonna do
last
this?
one.
We gonna do this?
This last one.
I was working.
What, you were working?
Had my camera there. Oh, when you asked for an edit, did I not send you that immediately? And then when you asked for another edit, I
As
sent
you're
you.
supposed to.
And
Did you just
and
want
wait,
credit
wait,
for
wait,
doing
wait.
your job?
Wait, what happened? What happened today, though?
What happened today?
What's today? Monday, right?
Today is Monday.
Today's
yes.
Monday.
Today is my day off, right? Ooh.
No, you working
Ooh.
right now.
No. I mean, no. This is outside of our job.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much should you ask me to edit today?
What did you send me today?
A bunch of shit.
What
and
did
I
you-
edited a bunch of shit.
Did you send it to me yesterday?
I don't like y'all working together.
No,
There's too
but
much
I'm just
infighting.
saying.
There's too much drama.
So you want credit for being late?
No, it's not late. There's
you send it to
no
me
time
yesterday?
frames on time.
You didn't send it to me yesterday?
Yes, I did. Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
sent it to me
Y'all
today.
should just
No, I
box.
sent it to you
Inside
yesterday.
jokes.
I sent it to you yesterday.
Y'all
Inside
should just
jokes.
box.
It's too much fighting.
Inside jokes
It's giving me
got posted
flashbacks of home.
Today, and you sent me the clip
Give me
for it.
flashbacks of growing up. I
On
don't like that
time.
no more.
On
On
Shit,
time.
I don't like when mommy and daddy fight. Stop.
On time.
Mommy and daddy, stop
Yeah.
fighting.
Anyway,
Yeah.
point
exactly.
being,
It's like
point
Zach
being-
when AC
point being,
Slater fought.
Mad time off. I think Alex, you just uncomfortable with me telling you what to do, but you got to get more comfortable with it because that's part of the program.
yo, why are you deflecting? You're
Whoa.
going to try to
That
check
is
you.
part of the
Like,
program.
you're
You did
deflecting.
say the smoke is this way.
I know,
not
right?
that way.
I got no smoke for Akaash.
smoke-
He's
That's my
trying
man.
to
He's
tell
trying to
you
explain
something.
it.
Every time he
He's
tries
trying
to
to
talk, you
explain it.
deflect.
All right. No, y'all talk for no reason. But go on.
If that's your friend's girl,
Yes.
you just be nice to her. Make sure she likes you. Make sure they got no issues.
And you're right. And I think in the full extent of our conversation and like our relationship, I think I've been very accommodating and nice, right? When
To me?
when she came up to do the shows. When we were at Levity, I was super nice to her in the room. I offered her.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, the truth comes out.
No, that I didn't mind. That's
What
your
happened?
shows.
What you need me to do?
I mean, you just weren't really.
She watching Gossip Girl on the Green Room TV. I didn't say nothing. It's like I'd like to watch the game.
No. Kristoff was watching the game. But the point is, you got
He
to.
wasn't watching TV in the Green Room, son.
I don't remember.
Keep it
Clearly,
buck.
it bothered you though. But that's fine. That's your show. I get that. That's your show. That's your space.
I'm just saying, you would think if you were guessing someone's green room, you know.
Oh, I wasn't there. I'm just. But
But I didn't say nothing. I said, whatever you want to watch. Can I get you something to drink? You want some food? I get the weight. Whatever she wanted, I got. Did I not?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I believe it.
Cut the tension with a knife in here, boy.
Y'all women, bro. Both of y'all women, bro.
I'm not even
chilling.
feeling that
Both of
much
y'all
tension.
women, bro.
I'm chilling, bro.
Nah, because they don't understand this.
You're creating something that's not
Nah,
even
you're a
there.
girl.
I'm chilling,
No.
Listen,
bro.
you know what he said? This is how much of a girl he is.
Why you gotta be a girl?
I
This
know,
is what he
right?
said.
Like, he's so
Listen,
Why
mad
you gotta
that
be
now.
a girl?
This is
I'm getting him free tickets.
this is like bully.
to
bully.
Duval's show in Baltimore, right?
The
For
one
him
you
and his-
bobbed at?
and him and his girl.
This is toxic
free tickets.
masculinity.
I know, right? Right. You see how much
Cut his mic, cut his
deflecting?
mic, 'cause you're actually making
Is it
bad
cut his
content,
mic?
so don't talk.
Yeah, but stop
You're making bad
deflecting.
content, so don't talk. So,
You bad, you little mad,
listen,
big bad.
okay? So what we gotta do is this. So he
Big
he
bad.
gave free tickets after he spent the whole day doing tourist shit on my dime because
bad.
that's one of the days I pay him. So taking the weekend off to take his girl around, right? Then comes to the show, right? This motherfucker shows up late to the show.
Oh man.
I was there
Okay?
before you.
No, you weren't. I was there before you.
Get the.
Okay, you were. I was there
Lies.
before you. I was there
Lies.
before you. So.
This
Yo,
is
you
getting
big
awkward.
mad.
So so furious. So he goes like this. He goes, where are you? Where are you? And I text him. I'm walking on stage. I text the number of the guy who runs the whole production. I go, text him. He's gonna get you in.
Oh,
His
after.
response. This is what girls say. He goes, wow.
So after the 5 times I called you in a row,
wow.
when
Wow.
I said I was on my way, right?
At the end, he comes. I was like, yo, come backstage so you can meet everybody like that, right? I sent someone to go get him. He goes, he didn't come.
Yo,
they
you're
just walk
so
away.
big
I tell the
mad.
security guard to go get him. The security guard comes back and says, they just said they don't want to come back.
Yo, you got it, Drew. I'm sorry you're mad.
Damn, bro.
I'm sorry I upset you.
Were you holding this in for a while?
I
Have
know,
you
right?
guys
He's
talked
so
about this
salty
already?
right
bro.
now.
Have y'all talked about this before? Is this the first time you talked about
bro.
it?
He's
I think
mad.
it's the first time.
Oh
mad
man, you
salty.
was holding on to that one.
Yeah,
You
I know. He felt the way about
Girly,
that.
bro.
You
Like,
felt
man
the way
up,
about it. You
son.
could have
Like,
told him about that before, man.
I told him he was a woman. I was like, why you acting like a woman? And then he was like, no, I'm coming now. But it's like, you
I
acting
woman
like a
because
girl.
I don't want to be there.
But sometimes it is
You asked
awkward,
to come
like
back.
being backstage.
Son.
Like
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I was like, all right, cool. You busy, so I'm out. And then you want to get mad because I want to leave? Like, relax. Nigga, I didn't care to be there.
Damn, Alex called you the N-word. He tight.
Like, I didn't care to be there.
Alex,
but
you
he's
called me
big
3
mad.
times. You
He's
said
big
you-
mad
you
because he's
called-
been
why you
deflecting
standing up?
from you this whole time.
Why you standing
so
up?
I can talk to Akaash
Sit
and I can
down,
see
bro.
him.
He can see you. We in
Yo,
a small
you
room.
relax. You relax.
Yo,
You big
yo,
man.
Shout out to-
Yo, chill
you
out, bro.
big
Guys,
man,
guys,
though.
Shout
guys,
out
I
to-
really don't care. No one
Shout out
cares
to
this much.
but you big man.
SAFX41 from Nike
I'm
UK.
furious. I'm furious, Alex.
what
I'm
I'm
furious. That's
So
why I'm
stop
standing up.
So stop
That's why I'm
deflecting.
standing up behind a computer to talk.
Sent us some fire gear from Nike,
Yeah.
from Jordan. Shout out to my man SAFX41. You see Andrew rocking the PSG.
Yo, thank you
You know what
very
I
much,
mean?
man. He sent us some
me,
kick
Andrew,
football
and
jerseys.
Akaash some really dope football
I do have
jerseys.
a jersey. My girl took it home.
I think she took it home. God, I thought she was outside. But she went home. But shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody in the UK. Shout out to, he says, a little something for the long-time listeners, Patreon members, for you, Andrew and Akaash. Keep it tight, yada, yada, yada. Friendly reminder, everyone at Flagrant 2 loves free shit. So whenever you want to send us free shit,
Got a
we'll
kick
absolutely
football jersey.
take it.
Sorry if I put you in a hard situation. It was not my intention.
It's all good. I'll
Oh,
talk to
you
him when we get
guys.
home. We're good.
You think it would be a big issue?
I don't think it'd be a huge issue. I think I just smooth it over. We're good.
You know what's beautiful about men, bro? We do this right here and now. And like as soon as we leave out of here, everyone's gonna be fine. You get it out, you fucking yell, you say what you feel like saying.
Akaash and I have been friends forever. This is
No,
my
I mean
best
just
friend.
men
Like,
in
this
general.
is light work.
Just men in
Yeah.
general.
I'm dealing with ladies.
Just-
you know what I mean?
oh,
Like
gosh,
this is it's
come
hard
on.
with
That's
ladies.
Cool. I mean,
You
you know he
sensitive-
feels a way that he's
Son,
still
you are
coming at me.
throwing bottles. That's
Son,
a woman thing
son,
to
you're telling me
do.
to suck your dick. How disrespectful is that? Don't tell me that.
That is fighting
That's
words.
disrespectful.
What happened to love and hip hop?
I don't care. Am I on
I'm
Love and Hip Hop?
angry.
Am I on Love and Hip
I'm
Hop?
angry.
It's better. It's a water bottle instead of my fist.
You're not
That's
gonna
Whoa.
throw no fist.
Oh,
You're not
dude.
gonna throw no fist.
Drew, don't do that.
You
Oh,
won't throw no
shit.
fist.
Drew, don't do that.
Absolutely not.
Drew, don't
and
do
then
that.
you will regret throwing it if you did.
Drew, don't
You
do
will
that.
regret throwing it if you did.
Okay,
I promise
so
you
now
that.
he's threatening me if I throw a fist, but then he's like, "You won't do it." Like,
Hold
come
on.
on.
How can I threaten you to
You just
retaliate?
said you will regret it if you,
You
do it.
absolutely will.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Fam,
100%.
fam, we in
Yo,
our mid
you a
30s,
big
fam.
mad, son.
Ain't
Son,
no
I
lie.
know. I'm throwing bottles of water and
Son,
stuff like that. You know what I
relax.
mean? Bro, it's okay, dog. You got
I'm
little,
cool.
You got some love and hip hop in you. It's okay.
I'm cool.
You got a little sassiness.
Wow.
We expose it, but now we're gonna get
big
back.
mad?
Just try to stay seated.
You big mad,
You
Drew?
think you could be seated the whole show? Or you gonna
you
stand
think
up?
you could be seated,
You
Drew?
think you could be seated?
You're right,
We're gonna
Drew.
give you your mic back.
You're right, Drew.
And then give him half volume.
Drew, you're right. You're right,
Give him
Drew.
half. There you
You're
go.
right, Drew.
We could hear him a little bit.
right,
But I'm
cool.
hurt. My heart.
And he
hurt.
never turned it down.
Thank
That's
you so
cool.
much.
He just made you feel good, but he never turned me
Oh,
down.
okay. It's okay. Eden, did you turn it down?
Nope.
Yeah.
Eden,
She said-
tell him which one really turned down.
Just let you know I have to.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you fucked me over, bro.
Sorry.
Damn, bro. Everybody disrespected me, man. All I do is provide for the flock, and everybody coming at me.
I don't know if that's coming at you.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
That one hurt.
Is this the energy
That one
energy
hurt.
we on
You know
today,
what I mean?
bro? Is this
That
the energy we on
one,
today?
I really feel like on some Judas shit right there. That was fucked up, bro. All I do is provide for the people, man. I take care of the people, try to give people opportunity, then everybody want to come from me, man. Damn, bro. Damn, man. That's fucked up. All because I asked if Akaash's girl would wait.
I love
Just
awkward
wait.
moments like this. This is what I love for.
I know, it's good content.
Oh, I want to sit in it and just.
It's good.
Yeah,
This is tight.
next time,
They were really
wait.
mad at each other. I can feel it.
I'm mad at Alex.
No,
I got no anger. I got no anger.
Not you, not you. You're
I'm
good.
not
two.
trying to
You're
find.
good.
He's
You're
just a
good.
woman.
No,
so
I'm
it's
saying,
like,
like,
I
I
gotta
can feel
find out
this.
how to operate.
I know,
with
he's
that.
No,
tight.
as
He's
grown-ups-
mad.
I am.
we can talk.
I am.
As grown-ups
I
to
given
both of
you a lot
y'all.
of
Real
opportunity.
talk. Hold on. As grown-ups to both of y'all, you could be a little nice for the friends, girlfriends in general. Alex, who gives a fuck if somebody tells you suck their dick? You're in your mid-30s. You wanna fight over that? That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Actually, yep.
Not for nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
But you're
That's
not gonna.
wild.
Not
That's
for nothing.
wild.
Like hands.
But you're
like,
not
gives a
gonna
fuck?
fight over it.
Everybody,
fuck?
everybody
Yo,
has their
it's
one
disrespectful.
thing.
But you're
Everybody
not
has,
gonna fight
everybody
over
has
it.
their one thing. That's like lifelong. That's been my one thing. Like always, no questions asked,
so
fighting
corny,
words.
yo.
Bro, everybody has their one thing. If somebody is telling you like, hey, you can say whatever you want about me. Don't ever invite me to your dick. That's fighting words. That's
it's
fighting words
not.
a lot. Bro, you can't tell somebody whose fighting
I
words
know,
it is
like-
though.
But we're not fighting, so it's not fighting words.
But if you say
Because,
like
because
you
we're
kinda-
friends and we're working together, like, why would I stuff you in the middle of a podcast right now?
Exactly.
And I'm trying to tell you,
But you had
chill,
to throw water
to chill
maintain
because
your masculinity because
No.
you felt
I'm
threatened by
saying,
it.
Nah, I was just to tell you to chill.
95% of other situations, another man tells me suck my dick,
Yeah.
and they're not, and it's a contentious situation. We're not fucking around. Somebody said, "Oh, suck my dick." Hands are usually thrown. Hands are usually thrown.
Like, it would be fine if we were
Nobody
chilling
cares.
and playing around, but you're getting
Look,
actual upset.
Here's the reality.
Like, you're getting upset.
I know you're playing this whole upset trope, and it's cute. You think you're Cameron in a Bill O'Reilly interview, adorable.
Oh,
But
so-
it's not.
so
It's
you're
not
happy
that.
right now?
It's not that, right? It's like we get what you're trying to do. It's a cute thing. But if we're being real, and the honest thing is here, you and I have some issues we have to work through with working with each other.
You have issues.
No, I think both of us do. And you can do the you do, which is very mature.
No, I'm
Or
actually-
we can take
I
a
didn't
mature
know we
approach
had
towards
this.
it.
This is
Or
funny.
we could take a mature approach towards it.
And talk
we
about
can
it off air?
actually, you want to talk and then I'll talk after?
I mean, we could talk about actual work-related issues off air.
No, or we could talk about it now. What I'm saying is we have something that we have to work
This
towards
is your girlfriend's fault.
in terms.
Don't say that shit, bro. Don't say that shit.
So we
I
have
don't need more of that.
something. So real quick, we have something that we need to work towards in terms of how we work together and how we manage resentment, right? Because I don't want you to resent me, and I don't want to resent you, and that's important. Clearly, there's some sort of issue here where there's something underlying.
Yeah,
If
that
we're
felt
being-
pent up.
If
That
we're being
wasn't-
honest about it, I
mean,
think there's something underlying, and we
not
got to
for
try
me.
and figure it out. You could say not to you, but you're throwing
can't-
bottles of water at me.
You
I
just
told
told
you
me
to
to
suck my dick a million times in our friendship.
Yes.
a million
Yo,
times.
And like I said, if we're joking around, but the way you're actually
you
getting
really
upset.
think I'm telling you to suck my
no,
dick?
but you're actually getting upset. So the fact that you're actually getting upset, now you're trying to get under
Bro,
my
how old are
skin.
you?
So now your
God,
intentions
son,
are
Alex.
I'm
different.
over 30 years old.
Yo, all
you
right,
really
cool.
can't handle a
Yo,
suck my dick?
It's cool.
I can.
You can do that.
But for
if
what?
your world,
It's just,
What,
it's
son?
just some people's thing, bro.
Stop it.
It's just some people's
This
thing.
is my point. We're
If
too old to have things.
If you watch Back to the Future and say, "But hey, don't call Michael J. Fox chicken,"
And that shit almost
that's
got
his
him
thing.
killed. That shit almost got him
All right,
killed.
but that's his thing, though. Like some people have triggers.
All right, but the
dog.
thing was stupid.
Some people have triggers.
You remember
If
the third
can't-
movie?
If you can't respect, all right. So your thing is respecting his girlfriend. If you already told him, like, yo,
I talked to
don't-
him.
all right, exactly.
I
you
talked to
to
him like
You
a
talked to him.
grown-up. I didn't
exactly.
fucking get- those are fighting words.
I'm pretty sure it's not the first time he told him to suck my dick. Hey, don't do that. That's not where I come from.
No,
that is fighting
he's never
words.
said
That's-
that.
because he's never said that to
Okay,
me.
then
listened
he's
to
not
lying.
He listened
But
to an
all I'm
episode of
saying
Brilliant
is-
Idiots where Wax says, "Don't say suck my dick," and now all of a sudden,
Son, you
he's
No,
like,
never-
"That's
you
it."
never
That's
said
it.
that to me,
That's
ever.
pretty standard for most people.
Exactly.
Like, somebody invites
I've
me to
never
their
heard this
dick, and I'm
shit
just like,
before.
all right,
Let
so
me
now
tell
we
you-
gotta fight.
Let me say
I never
something.
heard
Like, you
this
can say
before.
my mom. You can say go fuck. You call me a
he's
cunt.
I'm
you
the
call me
opposite,
anything.
bro.
say
Who
something.
cares? That's
Specific
me.
term-
Say what you
say
want to
something.
me.
Specific term,
Great.
suck my dick is fighting
We
words
all-
almost
Yeah,
anywhere.
We all make choices. We all make choices in our life as to what we value. One choice I make is to never give another man power over me by what he says.
It's fine.
If somebody makes a physical act towards me, then I have the right to defend myself. But never would I put anyone in a power position over me over simple words where I could lose potentially my freedom, I could lose potentially my income, I could lose potentially my dream and what I want to do. If that's your prerogative and that's your guys' choice, that's fine. I think it's an immature and not well thought out choice.
I also think
Totally respectable.
That's
If it's
But
you,
what
what
you
do you
do
say?
gotta understand.
if it's my girl, my mom, I love these people.
Yeah.
I want to protect these. If it's me, I got confidence in me. I can defend myself with, hey, you're not even getting up that upset. Whatever. This guy's just talking about me. If you're talking about somebody I love, that's different. That's my girl.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
disrespectful. That's your mom. You love her. Don't be disrespectful. You're telling me to suck your dick. That's nothing. That's literally
like
That's
a
colloquial way to say
trust
shut
me,
up.
Yo,
I
it's
respect
literally
that,
like-
and I respect that.
Because here's the thing.
But at the same
do I want a
time,
man to suck my dick? No.
no. But you have to understand where that comes from, though.
No, you were
like,
putting
you have
that
to
on
understand.
it.
No,
You're
no,
putting
no.
all
Where
the
does it
meaning
come
on
from?
it.
No,
Where does it come
exactly,
from?
exactly. It's how somebody grew up. It's how somebody came up. Like, yo, if somebody thinks that much of you, like, yo, suck my dick. That is like the absolute bottom barrel. I do not respect you. I don't give a fuck how much money I give you. I don't give a fuck how many opportunities I give you. Suck my dick. You're below me.
So you
that's
can't,
how. That's
you can't
how. That's
evolve
what.
past how you grew up.
It's not about that, though. You gotta
It's
understand,
literally
like
about
when it comes to that phrase to certain people, I'm not saying to everybody, to certain people, when you're saying that, you're basically saying like you're nothing, you're below me, you're not even a fucking worth my fucking time. Suck
No,
my
I'm just
dick.
saying suck my dick. It's nothing.
But to
Like,
you,
See, but-
to you, to
and
other
Akaash-
people,
and
like,
Akaash, you just said
you're
that-
talking to like-minded folks that will just be like, okay, you're not gonna go to some random nigga and be like, suck my dick because they pissed you off.
Correct.
Because they cut you. Exactly. Because most people will fight you.
Right, but you realize that you're contradicting what just happened with what you're saying right
But
now.
I'm telling
you did that intentionally
in most,
to try to get
exactly,
under
I
my
said that
skin.
intentionally.
Like,
In
you were
most
getting upset,
So if
so
I
you
want to
did
get
it-
under your skin, I could do that in way better ways than a suck my
But
dick.
you just said
Suck
like
my
right
dick is
after,
like the least
but
creative
right
way to get
after,
under
right
somebody's
after you
skin,
did,
like-
right after you said it,
sorry.
you said just that.
I'm sorry. How
You
most
just said,
women,
"Oh, how
you
easy
can't-
it
how you
was
can't
to
call
get
a
under
woman a
her
cunt.
skin."
Exactly.
Like
It
how
was that
cunt is
easy.
fighting
Yeah,
words
but that
for
was
most
your
women.
intention.
Conversation at a time.
But the thing is, that was your intention. So like, if we're playing and joking around, and you're like, "Suck my dick," like
Honestly,
we're joking, but your
I didn't
intention
think it
was
gonna
to
be
get
so-
under my skin,
I didn't think it was
and you
gonna be
even
so easy
said
to
it.
trigger you. I
Yeah,
really
but
didn't think it was.
If your
I
intention
really
was to
didn't
do
think-
it, if your intention was to do it, and you
I think that was
succeeded,
both of our intentions.
now,
Yeah.
nah, I didn't say anything
Yes,
to try to
with
get
your
under your
you
skin.
mad trope, it's like obviously, yeah.
But you
Look,
are mad.
Yeah, I'm curious. So the reality of the matter is we're using devices to bother each other, right? Like this is pretty obvious. This is what happens in any of these kind of human interaction where you have some sort of argument. That's the goal of the argument is to irritate. Did I think that saying suck my dick twice to you was going to put you in a fucking rage that you couldn't control yourself?
Clearly,
he controlled himself pretty well.
'cause I didn't hurt you.
Kind of like you threw your fucking
I
Bro,
don't know
I
about
don't-
it,
I
like,
think you went-
playfully. Like, come on, now you're gonna juice it,
Those are full water bottles you threw
son.
at him.
And I threw it playfully. Like, stop it. Come on. If I really wanted to hurt him, I could have tried to actually hurt him,
So then what was
Please.
the point of throwing it?
just to get you to shut up. That's it. Like, why are you
like a warning
amping this
I
shot.
shit?
did think he was playing around when he threw
Like,
the
you
ball.
are amping this
I
shit.
thought he was playing around.
I thought he was
I
for
don't
real.
think-
You made it clear that like you were like coming at him like pretty seriously, and then like to suck my dick off. That's when I was like, oh shit, all right, maybe that's
Look,
serious.
here's the thing. Clearly,
Just as a
there
third
was
party,
no
like, looking on the-
intention
on
to
the
fight
system. Yeah.
because then a fight would have happened. There's no such thing as wanting to fight and then not fighting. You just fight or you don't fight.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Of
It's
course.
one or the other, black or white, right? Now,
And of course I didn't think you guys were
see
gonna fight.
This move as throwing the water and then throwing the hand sanitizer as a way to maintain masculinity, right? It's like I have to protect my ego in this situation, much like me probably saying suck my dick twice was me trying to maintain my ego. So it was this thing like where you were like, don't tell me suck my dick, and then I go suck my dick. So it's like you had to do something, much like me, to go, I can't let that slide. We're both guilty of the exact same thing. It's just stupid shit to maintain
But
our,
I mean, you
like-
said it once. I said, don't say that.
And then I
you
said
said
it
it
again.
again, and then I threw the water bottle.
And that was my ego, right? It was like, oh, he's gonna tell me not to, so I gotta. It was stupid. I should have never even done it, right? But like, just because I was doing it to maintain my ego, not because I wanted you to suck my dick. You know what I mean?
I didn't
But
think
like,
you did.
and I'm sure, well, yeah, obviously. But like, and I'm sure you throwing it was a similar thing. It was like, well, I already told him not to do it. Now I have to do something to let him know that he can't
Yeah.
just do it, right?
Yeah.
So look, I'm no more mature than you. I was just as equally immature in this situation. All I'm trying to say is this show has been brought to you by BlueChew. Okay, BlueChew is one of the best sponsors.
You fucking homos.
I love you, Alex.
Oh man, I almost said the other word. Pretty hot and glamorous people. God damn.
But BlueChew for real though. BlueChew, obviously, man. BlueChew's gonna get like a double bonus today because we got to talk about a bunch of things. How long did we spend yelling in the beginning of this pop? 35 minutes.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
I'm still upset at Ed and he didn't cut the mic off. That shit low key bothered me more than
thought he was
anything.
right.
Yo, when Alex threw waters, I was like a little bothered. When Eden faked the fucking volume, because y'all don't even know there's a volume.
And you wouldn't know.
I
You wouldn't
saw
know
him
until he
looking at it,
snitched.
too. I saw him looking at it too. I know he thought this whole time I was yelling and nobody could hear me. I knew it.
Yeah, because it was bad for. But real reason it was bad for content.
Oh man.
To be honest,
Yeah.
you could just cut it out from the mix.
No,
Yeah, but
no,
cut it out,
But
bro.
it's not. It's not about that. It's funny now. It's funny now. But for me, I wasn't concerned about like silencing Alex. I was concerned about wanting to have one conversation, not different things coming. But that shit that hurt me the most. Do you know what I mean? Motherfucker out here just taking care of people. You know what I mean? Anyway, so BlueChew, obviously the truth.
Man.
You know what I mean? Don't believe the imposters. You go with the truth. We've all been chewing for years now. Not years, but we've been chewing for episodes, it seems.
About a year almost.
How long has it been since we've been on the chew, you think?
God damn. I tried to chew last June. About half a year now. A couple months.
Look,
I
I'm
haven't
chewing
chewed
for
in a
minute.
while though.
I don't fuck around. I love this shit. You know what I mean? I had a bit I put out recently just about how I'm not going more than once in a night. And if I am going more than once in a night, ladies, let yourselves be 100% sure that I have some assistance. That second one is definitely...
If that's your man, tag him in.
Without a doubt.
Exactly.
Without a
And
doubt.
my man
It's
is the
tag
Blue
team.
Chew.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
That's your
Someone needs to
partner.
make a cartoon of that shit. But and maybe this is a perfect time now to talk about, you know, the reaction to Hezi Sutra. Just because BlueChew was combined with it. So many people have been telling us. For all the new listeners to the podcast, by the way, BlueChew is a pill that you pop is going to have your dick rock all night fucking long. Okay? You actually chew it up so it goes into your system way faster than, you know, the competitors that I'm sure you heard of. Honestly, we use it to give our girl a good time. We use it if we bust quick and we need to get it right back up and go back to work. We do it if we just want to have an amazing time. The thing that it fucked with me the most about it is the ability to have control. I didn't realize I was going to have so much control on it. Imagine something feeling good and then still being able to, you know, control when you nut or not. But the shit was fucking incredible, so we've been rocking heavy on it. You can visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code FLAGRANT. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. All right, that's BLUE chew.com. The promo code is Flagrant. You try it for free. It's just $5 in shipping, all right? The better, cheaper, faster choice. Get that dick hard. Give your girl a nice Valentine's Day gift. Real talk. Get that shit for Valentine's Day.
It's about that time, right? You get it right before Valentine's Day if you order right this fucking second.
You can do it right now and knock that back out. Do what you got to do. And ladies, don't be afraid to get it for your man. You know, this is a pill that's for you.
Yeah.
We want to satisfy you, you know? Obviously, we get satisfied through satisfying you, but we want to satisfy you. So.
Just be sure. Just be certain.
Yo, man.
Would you drive a car without insurance?
Facts. Facts.
Would you jump out of a plane without a parachute?
Hell no.
Just get the fucking
It
BlueChew.
honestly does change shit for you. Like, I remember having a little, like, dick anxiety back in the day when I had a girl just want to fuck all the time, and I just wasn't in the mood, and, like, I felt pathetic. And then, like, having these just in not the kitchen, the bathroom.
Extra confidence.
It's
Extra
just
confidence.
like, all right, if she wants it, I don't have to do some, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not in the mood.
I've definitely gotten to the age where I know I got one good one in me.
Yeah.
That second one might be a little struggle. Might be a little bit. I might need to be real motivated for that second one if I don't get some help.
My shit is done. My shit is done. Anyway, so
nice.
make sure you go check out the Blue Chew. What a crazy way to start this show.
God
guys.
damn. This is
So
the
much
best
tension.
podcast nerve, baby.
But sometimes you need to have that kind of setting. I really apologize, man, if I made
It's all
your
good,
girl
buddy.
feel bad or anything
It's all
like that,
good.
man.
No.
What would be the best thing to do in that situation in the future? Just kind of wait it out and chill.
Yeah.
How long? Because you said 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And then I honestly didn't mean it like hurry up. I truly meant it when I was like, no, we're just waiting for Akaash.
She listens to the show a lot?
Not so much anymore. We've talked about it.
You know
It's
we
not really
should
worth
do.
listening.
Just explain to her that like I meant it as whenever she wants to leave, then we start. Not
right.
we're waiting for her to
Right.
go.
Right.
No, we should do one day.
What's that?
Sing our song.
Sing her song.
We gotta sing our
No,
song.
I think now's not the time.
Now's not the time.
This girl not easily won back.
No.
Yeah, she ain't no sing a song to me, win me back. That ain't her. That ain't her. She a Philly Indian girl.
Philly and Indian.
She down for the smoke, and she holds on to that grudge. She hold on to that shit, boy.
Anyway, it was not my intention to be
It's all good.
disrespectful.
We can
So
talk.
I-
Oh,
I'll talk when I
boy.
get home. It's all good.
God damn. I love this show.
And Alex, I'm sorry if I offended you by
You just
saying
never
suck my
know.
dick.
Thank you, bro. My bad.
I think it's wild to get offended by that so deeply, but whatever.
Yeah, matter of fact, suck my dick. No,
I love you guys.
You think if you get that offended on some level, you're like, you want to suck his dick and that bothers you, and that's
Nah,
why you
not
get
at
so
all.
upset?
Nah, that's
Nah,
not what
nah,
it is.
triggering like that?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
It's
No, we don't have to get into it. It's
no,
fine. I understand.
it's a
You
quick
said
thing.
it.
It's just like how quickly can I disrespect this person at the highest level? That's all it means. It's not like, oh, I really want to suck her dick. It's like,
Yeah, but
I
like-
think this little of this person. How quickly can I disrespect this person? Suck my dick. That's what it is.
Like usually, like back when I was younger, it was like you would say everything you want to say to not fight, but when you actually want to fight, that's the go-to.
Yeah.
Why not
That
just
would
fight?
be the go-to. No, but I mean, like, sometimes you kind of just want to, argue in front, like make a scene or
Sometimes
whatever,
also
but
make a
nobody
scene.
really
It's
wants
like,
to fight. But
this
then when
It's
you really
true.
want to fight,
But
you just say
the
that,
dudes,
and then it's like,
the
boom.
dudes that absolutely want to fight,
Yeah, you want to
suck
say
my
that.
dick is the go word.
Yeah,
It's like, all right, suck my dick. What's
No.
up? And then that's when it's like, oh, okay, all right, he's
Yeah.
serious.
The dudes that
That's
want to fight
ding,
just
ding.
fight. There is no words before.
Hey, but I'm
telling you.
I'm just letting you know how most people think of the phrase "suck my dick." I'm
no.
not saying you're wrong at all.
What I'm
Not
saying
you're wrong
is
at all.
the word "suck my dick" puts certain people in a situation where they have to defend their masculinity, right? Like people like you said who grew up.
It's not about
where that was-
masculinity. It's just
whatever
about
the fuck
respect.
it
It's
is.
just about
it's
respect.
Respect,
It's
whatever.
Guys, there's a person on Twitter who's making an entire career out of almost sucking someone's dick. So,
Speaking of sucking dicks,
really think about this.
Yeah, that's the loyalty I need, Eddie. Okay, Andy from Firefest would have turned that fucking volume off. You know what I mean? He would have.
he would have swallowed some mouthwash. He would have made that trip.
Turn Alex's volume down. Not that bullshit. This guy was willing to suck dick. You won't even turn a nozzle.
You only got 5 bottles of Poland Spring in here, Eden. How bad do you like this job, right? Not that much.
I always make sure he has to.
God damn it. Anthony Davis
you
was
one
to
of
get
these.
traded. That's a start.
Oh my god. Oh no, but the reactions to the move, by the way. So
All right, yes,
everybody
yes.
who's listening
Edgy
right
Sutra.
now,
As he sutra.
on the Patreon, last Friday, we gave a full blow up doll tutorial of the sex move of the century.
Very
okay.
educational. Very educational.
Do not tell me, never tell me that I will lead you astray, gentlemen, soldiers of the asshole army. I will never lead you astray. I'll always give you exactly what you need to have the best chance of winning a fight out there. And we had some reviews of this move, okay? The move is insane. It's guaranteed soak up some sheets, water park shit. Guaranteed orgasms for shorty. The reviews have come in. Akaash has a few of the reviews. Akaash, what we got?
The move. Yo, so I'm a college student, and last Friday, after hearing the episode and learning of Andrew's move, I went to a sorority party. I hooked up with a girl there and used the move, made a girl who never orgasmed squirt in like 3 minutes. I've used this move like twice more on different girls, and same thing. It works every damn time. Shout out to Drew for teaching more in one episode than all of my human sexuality classes combined.
You're never going to see this in human sexuality, bro. Never going to see it. What else we got?
Comments on that. Tried it. Schulz is a genius. Someone else said, why the hell did y'all put the Andrew Sutra out? You should have made them join up for that, Jewel. Then someone else said, I did and it works. Thank you, Schultz.
Man, we got some good. All I'm saying is, it's out there. It's available.
Someone said he was going to try it and then said he would let us know how it goes. Update. She literally cried tears of joy because it was so good and she has never felt so connected. Holy shit. All praise Lord Hezi.
Guys, this is for you. This is not for me. I want y'all to
Right.
satisfy these chicks. I had a girl in Seattle, a lady asshole, go, just listen to the Patreon. Any assholes in Seattle want to give it a try.
Wow.
Wow. And that's got to be like the future of the asshole army. Like,
No, here's the thing. It's
Well, we
there.
have-
It's there.
No,
if
I
you,
know-
If you jumped in the Discord,
Yeah.
I jumped in the Discord this
Yeah, you get in
weekend
the
just to
Discord.
kind of
Yeah,
check
yeah.
people out. And there was a few lady ass. There's a few channels in there, right? There's like music, sports, whatever. There's one channel in Discord called Dick Talk.
it's wild.
And the Dick Talk is the wildest, by far the most flagrant, wildest fucking channel on the whole shit. And there was some ladies in there asking for the Hezi, or whatever the fuck it's called, the Hezi Sutra.
Hezi Sutra, bro.
Yeah, and
Is that an appropriation of your culture?
that is one way to bring
I don't
friends
give a fuck about
together.
appropriation. So who cares?
Respect.
I mean, my parents look at that shit like a tribute. Like, that's so dope. Indian, any older immigrant probably, when they see appropriation, is like, oh, we're accepted. That's great. And then young kids who are spoiled, they're like, yes, you're not getting the credit.
Was that you pushing the glasses?
Yeah. Pretty highly glamorous ass motherfucker. Fuck out of here, man. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. You in America. You won. My cousin's shitting in a hole and I'm mad about fucking... Grow the fuck up, man. That shit disgusts me. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, there's a girl wearing a bindi and she doesn't know the origins of the bindi. Get the fuck out of here, man. Shit disgusts me, dog. You spoiled motherfucker. Send some money back home, bum.
Who knows the origins of anything? Right? Like, how many like religious people truly know the whole text?
Let me tell you something. Indian people that got money putting toilets in their house, and never once do I expect them to be like, a white man thought of this, and we took it over to our country. No, fucking, this is the world,
What if
man.
that's why they had holes? They're like, no, we're really about our culture, and we will not break away from our culture.
It's like plumbing. That's white man
Roman.
shit.
How dare they?
Yeah.
But wait, what were
Oh,
we just?
God.
What was, oh yeah, so the move, Discord was popping, and literally the way I see this growing eventually is this kind of community where maybe I'm not sure the perfect example for. Okay, like Burning Man is an interesting place, right? Because you assume kind of when everybody's there that everybody's in on something.
Yeah.
Right, so you're a little bit more comfortable meeting people. There's a little bit more trust there. It's not just like someone meets you on a subway or someone meets you at One Oak or some club.
Right.
It's like everybody's part of this thing.
Right.
And I would love the asshole army to be able to intermingle and shorties meeting dudes and be this great little situation where everybody's
We need to have some
coming
type
all
of
over
meeting.
Flagrant Man, dog. You gotta do Flagrant
We need
Man.
to- yeah,
25,000. When we're the biggest Patreon in the
Man,
world.
a Flagrant Fest,
Yeah.
or whatever the
Flagrant
fuck.
Man.
close to being biggest Patreon in comedy, I think.
Really?
We a little bit behind Cumtown. Cumtown is our homies.
Yeah.
With shouts to Cumtown.
Where are they at?
I think they're at 8, last I checked.
8,000
Yeah.
subscribers? Oh,
Yeah, they
shit.
skyrocketed around about the time we got on.
Okay, 8,000 subscribers is good. We just hit, I think we're around 45.
We're hitting 45.
We're on 45. Remember, 5,000.
About to order these clothes.
Yo, 5,000. Yo, we got to hit 5,000. We got to do something extra for 5,000. 5,000, I have to do whatever it takes to get Akaash's girlfriend to forgive me.
Whatever.
If
it
any
takes.
of y'all,
Whatever
if any of
it
y'all say
takes.
the fucking Hezi Sutra, I'll kill all of you motherfuckers. All of you motherfuckers will get got. All of you motherfuckers will get got.
Oh my god, yo! Holy shit!
Deadass, though.
Oh man, that was an intense first 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
God, it's just, we're the best.
I was uncomfortable.
It's
for
just the best.
For 5 of those minutes, I was like, oh shit, they might really fight.
I smell like hand sanitizer.
Bro, I didn't think he was gonna throw it back because there's too much shit over there. But I did think.
I spent a lot of money on all that
Yeah, I'm
equipment.
saying, I'm like, he's not
I'm
gonna
gonna throw liquid
He's
on
not gonna
this
fuck up his shit over there.
I was calm, but then there were moments where I was like, "Yo, Alex really looked ready to fight."
Yeah, every time he
and
stood
I was
up,
thinking, I was like,
I'm gonna have
could.
to jump in between.
I was like,
I'm
Alex, so mad I could incite the fight right now. I'd be like, "You won't hit him, pussy."
bro, I was trying to. Like, I was
You're not
trying
gonna hit him.
I was trying to hyper.
Who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight? Really, that'd be a good fight. Like I could have really pushed it
We
there.
could box. We could box for a charity.
Bro.
You gonna box Ja Rule or not?
He don't want the smoke.
We gotta get
tried to
that
build.
Can we
tried
get
to
that?
blow that
He
up.
got
Can
issues,
we get
man.
that happening?
I would love to do it.
The Source published it. That's when I texted Schulz. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's right. You sent me a text.
Yeah.
Basically, I said on Brilliant Idiots last week that I would fight Ja Rule for charity, and we could give all the money to the Bahamian woman who got swindled, the caterer.
She already made her money
But
back.
yo, she made her money back 3 times
As she
over.
should.
As she should. Yo, because
Goddamn.
respect. But and I'm still down to do it to make it back. But I don't think he wants that smoke. But it's so funny that people.
We should give the
could
money to
actually
Ashanti
think-
because she probably need it.
You think?
Probably. What's she doing?
Shanti just
I don't
taking
know.
pictures for the gram now.
Yep.
That's all she do.
Finding
looks
good ways
though.
to hide her
She looks good.
mutton chops.
Mutton. I think she chopped those down.
Did she?
I think so.
Bro, she had the thickest sideburns back.
But she
in the
looking
day,
good
man.
now, bro.
Does she?
She look good.
Anyway.
She look good.
Anyway, so
What,
but
what about some of that stuff we heard on Horrible?
what happened?
Getting
Wait,
this
when we were
guy a
watching?
a threesome.
Oh,
Oh, they getting
are
you
we
a
gonna
threesome?
put, I think we should lay off.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Another day. I got tense when you just said that. I got physically uncomfortable. Like that was way better than when you were
let's
throwing
warm it
water
back
bottles.
into
Yeah.
that. I don't think you jump
But
right back into that.
5,000 patrons. I have to do whatever it takes to get on Akaash's girlfriend's good side.
All right.
Guys, can I ask
What do you
something?
think that would be?
Just a lot of kissing up.
Like how though? How?
Just be OD nice. It's just in my mind, and because I know in college I caused so many fights with my friends and their girls because I would just be an asshole. And then when my friends started getting married, I was like, what am I doing?
Right.
Like real talk, I'm just jealous that this person's taking my friend from me. And now that they're getting married, I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna. So I just made it a point that anytime my friends with a girl, I'm gonna just make sure they like me and everything's all the way he talks about you, blah blah blah. I just go OD, and then they always love me. But it's much better than tension for what?
That's true.
That being said, y'all aren't married yet. Was that Jim Carrey line? So there is a chance.
But dead ass, 5,000 patrons. Give me something big. Give me something big. It needs to be
Same
achieved.
for me too, because like I really don't want to wear that MAGA hat. Like, I really don't want to wear that fucking hat.
Nah,
dog.
you gotta wear the MAGA
Nah,
hat,
I
bro.
really do not want to wear that
on,
fucking.
son.
Like a lot of people,
don't know how
like
you
mad
agreed to
people have been
that.
DMing me like, "Yo, bro, don't wear that fucking hat, bro." Like, I
Kaz
love the
agreed to
show,
because he didn't help set the motherfucking Patreon. That's how
You gotta do the wildest shit because you did the least work.
bro.
That's a
like,
fact.
Come on, son.
Nah, you
Like,
gotta do that. We're wearing. What are we wearing?
This is what a feminist
This
looks
is
like.
a feminist.
Think I'll wear the feminist shit. That's
you a
nothing.
feminist.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm
a feminist.
identify as
That's
that.
why- yeah, nobody's against
Yeah.
women. Nobody's against pussy. nobody hates that shit. Like,
we don't-
we
no,
don't came
first of
from
all,
a pussy.
People who aren't feminists don't hate pussy.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
I just hate feminists. And I hate
Yeah.
dudes wearing "This is what a feminist" shirt. They should just change that to "This is what a rapist looks like."
Yo,
Because I don't trust that motherfucker for nothing.
I was making fun of them.
Bro,
at the,
I'd rather
at the
wear
Women's March.
that. This is what a rapist looks like shirt than the fucking MAGA hat. I swear to God.
Actually,
I swear
yeah.
to God, bro.
I think that's least.
On everything I
That's
love.
less bad.
Yo,
That's
I
way
was
less
thinking
bad.
about this.
Dead ass.
I was thinking about this.
I'd much rather be known as a rapist.
What's worse, right?
Donald Trump support.
Yo,
Yo!
first of all, that's crazy. That's so.
Because you know I'm not really rapist.
Nah, but you know what it is.
Joking. That's jokes. It's 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 jokes.
Wait, I missed the hand motion. What'd he say? Andy, what'd he do?
Because you know I'm not really. Okay.
Oh God, I'm going to hell.
All right. So
All of us going, fam. It's gonna be lit. Literally.
We should switch this to Patreon. This whole episode. This whole episode.
so
This whole episode's OD.
Okay.
You know what this episode gonna be called, right? Suck my dick. For sure.
without a doubt,
For fucking
without
sure.
a doubt, it's suck my
For
dick.
fucking
That's fine.
sure.
Yeah. All right. So where were we?
Oh my God.
Make dick
Oh
sucking
no,
great
no, no,
again.
no. The MAGA hat verse. Okay.
I'll wear a MAGA hat with you. I don't give a fuck.
I can't wear a MAGA hat because motherfuckers gonna be like, see, I told you.
Oh, see?
Nobody thought that you were a fucking Trump supporter ever.
What if
Yeah,
we had,
but
what
it's
if the
like,
next
bro.
picture is you lighting it on fire?
I was gonna take a shit on it.
Stop.
I was gonna put it in the toilet and shit on
Fucking
it.
already walking around it like, come on, bro.
Bro, I will
Y'all
literally
just
do
trying to have
anything
riots
but
out
wear that MAGA hat.
So okay.
Literally anything besides
So here's a
suck a
question.
dick.
Where's the question? What is worse? What is a worse hat?
It's a worse
Okay.
hat.
MAGA hat,
Okay.
Viking hat.
I'll for sure wear a Viking hat.
Are you familiar with the history of the Vikings?
Maybe.
It's not. He don't care because it's just about how the Instagram is gonna look at him.
Yeah.
Instagram him wearing a Viking hat. He's fucking
Fair.
bowling.
But we're
I got-
having
I got a
like a
good one.
comedic discussion, right?
Okay.
So like, isn't the Viking hat
Oh, it's
stand
horrendous.
for way worse
yeah.
shit than the like? What is the
Yeah.
MAGA hat really? The Vikings literally raped and pillaged the world
Yeah.
and nothing else. They didn't offer us culture. They didn't offer us literature.
They
They,
gave us a
didn't
football
offer us
team.
music. When they're thinking about naming the football team, they're like, what would rape the opposing team well? Cosby, no. Can't do that. It's not out there in the open yet. Vikings put it out there, right? Like that. Like on some level, like the reason why they use Redskins is because they admired them as warriors,
Yeah.
right? I think it was admiration at first.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't name a team after
Yeah,
someone that
'cause-
wasn't a brave warrior or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, right?
Yeah, whatever.
So
Knowing
Cass
all
Weiland
that.
today.
I know, right?
That Patreon popping. He's like, I'm out.
What, the Tomahawk champ?
I'm with it. I'm with it. Get wild.
Tomahawk chop?
I'm getting
You outta
wild.
here,
Bro, I
son.
grew up on a Tomahawk chop. I didn't know that was racist until I was like 15.
It's
Like,
true because
everybody-
we did just have TBS and we watched
Exactly,
baseball.
Atlanta
That's
Braves,
not-
like,
that's
that was
not-
our
everybody
shit.
a Braves fan. They really made us racist as kids. We
Dead
didn't even
ass,
know
bro.
it.
David Justice.
This is the whole
David Justice was my
fucking-
dude,
Yo,
bro.
son, they raise us racist, bro. That's triggering for me. If I see a Native American, I gotta hit him with one of those. That's suck my dick. That's no different than suck my dick, bro. And I'm trying to salute this Native American, and really, I'm just
I
suck
didn't
my
know.
dick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, none of us knew. A real Native American walks over here. He's like, "Oh, you say suck my dick? All right, what's up?"
When you said salute this
dog.
Native American, I did not think the N word. I was real worried where that N word was going for a second. I'm trying to salute this. I was like, where he going?
I was like, "Whoa, whoa,
Where he
whoa."
going?
Worse hats, right? Let's think of
Knowing
worse
all
hats.
of that, I would
More racist
still
hats.
rather wear a Viking hat over a Trump hat.
It's crazy.
I got
I
one.
would still wear that.
MAGA hat,
Okay.
or a Klan hood?
A Klan hoodie.
No, hood.
Hood, just a
Klan hood?
Clan
Or a
hoodie's
MAGA.
kind of funny.
I wear the
actually.
Klan
Kind of
hoodie. I'll Dave Chappelle it.
Okay, here's one. Here's one.
I'll Dave Chappelle it.
It's actually, I think it's easier because for a black dude, because you know it's for comedic purposes.
Exactly.
There are black guys that actually are MAGA hat wearers.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
so
you,
you
exactly.
don't want it to be confused. Okay, MAGA hat or what's more destructive, MAGA hat or gang bandana? What has truly killed more people and destroyed more communities?
White people. By far. White people is leading the league in killing and destroying communities. By far.
Are we?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me think.
Yes. Do you want to run the
Genghis
numbers?
Genghis Khan, your only competition.
I think Genghis.
Your
No,
only
Muhammad.
competition.
Son. Muhammad was bodying motherfuckers, yo.
But not on. He didn't pop off like white people's
Yeah,
shit.
come
No, we
on,
didn't have
dog.
internet. Now we got Instagram. Like, if back in the day,
So
when
look
Muhammad
where
was
we're
running
standing. There was Native Americans, and then there wasn't.
yeah, but that's
White
that's the
people.
history of the world. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
you
Like,
think
it's like-
everybody in Africa was just like, hey, that's your
it's
land.
just,
This
it's
is
just
mine.
like it's just like Bloods and Crips. Like, are we gonna measure Bloods and Crips or white people?
No, but that wasn't the question. What I asked
Or
was
gang members or white people?
that. What I asked was it was a good way of getting around it, but
Oh,
it was
yeah.
great way of getting around it. But the question was like, what has caused more destruct? Like that's the funniest thing to me. Whenever I see like YG,
So you saying Muhammad was ahead of his time? Like if he was around now?
ain't gonna be no permit patty.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So it's like,
Okay.
but like, yo, do you know how white people call the cops on like people barbecuing and like selling waters
Yes.
and black people
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
waters? Like, but they're like Muslim police in Saudi Arabia and shit. They're like women driving. Like, are they the permit patties of Saudi Arabia? Like, just snitching on shit that's not in the Quran.
That is true.
License Larry, so I got a
The
couple.
license Larry.
Oh, God.
Driving Daniel, whatever the
Snitching
fuck.
Saeed.
I was trying
We're
to
all
think of
waiting
the
for an
Muslim name. I
Arabic name.
couldn't get it.
Oh god.
Okay, so, okay, but there is an argument. Like whenever I see the YGs, you know, the blood bandana and shit like that, it's like you listen to the songs and all that kind of stuff. It's like there's no way you're in a moral position to judge a MAGA hat, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, go. Literally
Must
talk
like
about
must
killing
like must
and
like
destroying your community.
Must like the black. See, that's where a lot of people get how gangs were created. Very very mixed up.
Doesn't matter how they're created. It matters what happens now.
No, I'm about to tell you.
Right.
Lots of gang communities, lots of gangs were started in prisons as a way to either protect their neighborhood or protect themselves or be able to watch out for each other before they get back on the outside.
Right.
Right? That's how gangs were started. Most of the gangs, especially Bloods and Crips, they would at least give back to those small communities. Not in a big way that a fucking a bigger, more organized
Trump ain't give
community
y'all
would.
tax refunds.
I ain't get shit yet.
It's a small give back. It's
I
not
ain't get shit
enough,
yet. I ain't
but
get
it's a
shit
give
yet.
back.
That's Thanksgiving
But-
turkeys.
Is the thing.
Yo.
So
I'ma
a
sell
lot,
your
a lot,
mom
a
crack,
lot
but
of,
here's a
a lot of Bloods and Crips,
Yeah.
a lot of Bloods and Crips give back to their immediate neighborhood. It's the perfect fucking Nino Brown type of shit. Like, yes, you sell drugs, yes, you make money, whatever, but it's to protect your neighborhood. It's to protect the people that you grew up with.
I think it's a very, very what is it? What is the term I'm looking for? Generous.
I think the idea is generally
The idea that
I think there'd be a lot of
the
people.
idea that we kind of grew up with watching gang shit on TV and
Right.
documentaries and all that type of stuff. Yeah, there was a time during the 70s and 80s where shit got out of control, where where kids were just kind of going around being a little young and reckless and doing all that type of shit. Absolutely. But how the shit started was not like that.
everything starts with good intentions, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And there's still, and
I'm sure
there's
ISIS
still,
was like, yo, let's just be like, you know, down with the
and
book.
there's still gang members with good
Right? Like,
intentions.
the first-
Did you see the Killer Mike shit on Netflix? The fucking
No, not yet, but trigger warning.
I've heard
Trigger
it's very
warning.
good.
Yeah, it was really
Mike
good.
is brilliant.
He had a whole fucking episode about how the Hells Angels have been able to commercialize and make money and
Yep.
do exactly the same shit that the Bloods and Crips have done.
Yeah.
But without being able to sell their likeness, right? So if you watch that, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of those people that come up in those communities, all they're doing is the same thing the Hells Angels have done their whole time. You know, the whole time they've been in existence.
Also, I would say the difference in the difference in reaction is if a black person sees a gang member, they don't see, oh, they hate black people. They say, oh, they hate other gangs. They see the Trump hat as it's a gang members, it's us versus them, and them is other gangs. They see a MAGA hat as it's us versus them, and them is anybody who's not white. Right. And that's where it gets much more, it's seen as much worse. The actual statistics, who does more damage, I don't know. But that's why it's seen as, how the fuck can you put on that hat that is blatantly us versus them, and them is anyone who's not
Without
white?
a doubt. Like, I'm not in any way justifying the MAGA hat. Right. This is an unpacking
You're
and a
doing
comedic tool.
Yeah.
Like this is how
Devil's
we
advocate,
develop bits. It's just a kind of funny thing. But I do think there is something funny, and I think I think F.A. made this point. F.A. was listening to the podcast. He was here, but he goes like, oh no, maybe it was Cypher Sounds I was talking to, but I think it was Cypher, and he was like, what do white supremacists want? Right? They want to like kill black people, destroy black communities, right? And he goes, and if you listen to like gang shit, there's nothing more white supremacist than gang shit because they're destroying their own community and talking about killing each other, right? And it's like when he said that shit, and I was like, bro, that's an interesting take.
Yeah.
If you really want to talk about uplifting white supremacy, it ain't some hillbillies with no teeth in fucking Arkansas.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Is dudes shooting up the net? It's an interesting argument.
It's just an argument.
Maybe it's more palatable when you remove the MAGA hat because it's such a fucking like.
That's the thing.
Triggering.
That being said, much rather wear a blood flag or a Crip flag over a MAGA.
Dude, you know what the Bloods and Crips should have done?
I'll say this though, Kaz ain't had to do shit. Like, what's his patron thing? He hasn't been served up.
I got my foot rubbed.
Yeah,
we got a foot rub out.
Poor you. No, you need something. You need to do the hat.
That's what I'm saying. I'll literally do anything but the hat. Like
you already agreed to the hat.
Did I? It was just there, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm doing that.
That's agreeing to the hat.
That's agreeing to the hat. That is agreeing to the hat.
I was already there, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll just wait until
because there was another goal. There was another goal that, in retrospect, wasn't as bad, nearly as bad, and you had me take it down.
Which one?
I said if it was X number, you would quit WWE, and it was like, yo, hold on. Don't say anything.
Yeah,
so you saw MAGA hat, bypass that, and said, hold on, I need this white man check, though. I need this
MAGA supporter's check.
That's a MAGA supporter.
That's a MAGA check.
That's a MAGA hat's check.
It's a nice check. Love Stanford, Connecticut.
He puts hand sanitizer on. He's like, let me get out of this conversation. It's a dirty one. I don't want nothing to do with this.
That shit, boy.
All right, so much happening in sports, Akaash.
So much.
Finally getting to it. The big story. Let's get to the big story first, because we've already. How much time we done? An hour, probably.
We're on hour and 3.
Jesus. So let's just start.
Guys, you guys got it all.
This finna be a long ep.
We got a lot to talk to.
Damn.
You guys are gonna get lucky. But what a great
therapeutic.
Fucking, this is content, man.
Alex hasn't said a word since.
I fucking love content.
Now he's happy. I believe that
He
helped.
got it out of. Yeah,
I think it helped us.
I
think
think
it
felt
did help
good.
us.
It felt good to witness that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how men argue. They get it out. They're done.
Yeah.
It's over. Women though, they'll fucking.
They'll
They'll be fake friends for weeks and months.
I'm gonna win over your girlfriend just because I have to respect you. And I ain't good at this, Alex.
Yo,
I'm not good at this,
son.
bro.
I love how uncomfortable this kind of makes you.
Oh,
You're
can
not
I tell
uncomfortable,
y'all?
but it kind of makes seeing
It's a
you
little
score me a
uncomfortable,
little
son.
bit.
I felt a little
It's kind of funny.
Do you know what I mean? Can I tell y'all some shit that happened to me? I was doing shows with real quick. Then we get to this. I was doing shows with Lil Duval this weekend. Shouts to Lil Duval. Living my best.
Shit
life
looked
tour.
great, by the way.
Bro, it was. It's a fucking. It's a show.
That's
Shit
a
looked
show.
great.
It's a
show,
vibe.
right?
It's a show.
Alex came to Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
And it was a fucking. It's a show. Anyway, so I'm going to the Baltimore venue, right? There's some assholes listening to this right now. They know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going into the Baltimore venue. Now, I never got a credential for the tour, right? Okay. So I don't know how to go to the backstage and shit. We perform at comedy clubs, not these beautiful theaters.
Right.
We just walk right in the front door of the comedy club and
Yeah.
then just go to the shitty green room that's also storing their Poland Spring.
Yep.
And then just hang out until the show, right?
Yeah.
This is a theater.
Pray there's an iPhone charger. Y'all got an iPhone charger? No.
Y'all
we
got
got
Wi-Fi? No.
Yeah, androids.
So we got
So I try to go into the front exit. They're like, no, you got to go around the side. I go around the side. Apparently, it's another whatever side exit. I go. I'm waiting online with the rest of the people. People are just going, hey, Schulz, what's up? What's going on? Just saying hello to me. I'm like, hey, how you doing? We're throwing the assholes up. I'm taking pictures while I wait online to go.
Yeah.
I get up to about to walk in through the metal detector, and I'm like, can I just go? And I'm like, I'm on the show. And they're like, well, how do we know you're on the show? And I'm like, well, I'm just, I'm on the show. And I don't know how else to tell you that. They're like, we don't, we can't do anything with that. And I'm just like, dude, I'm on the flyer of the show. Like, at this point, I'm videotaping this. I'm like, I'm on the flyer of the show, guys. Like, here I am. And they're like, yeah, we don't know if that's you. Like, we don't know. And I was like, are you saying we all look the same? Like, am I going through some real reverse racism right here?
Chico probably walked up. They're like, Chico!
Bro, immediately.
And then they're like, you know
walks
him? He was like, nah, it's just a white dude,
Bro,
right?
it's like the white guy that plays on the NBA team that's a guard that like shows up in a
It's like
Honda
the Jeremy
Civic.
Lin stories.
Bro,
like when
it's
Jeremy
Jeremy
Lin walked
Lin.
to the garden and I was like, oh,
Like, who the fuck is this
are you
guy?
the usher?
Yeah. Are you an accountant?
Yeah,
bro?
you doing
Like, what-
taxes for Joakim Noah?
So basically, I'm just held up at the security section, and they have to get multiple security guards.
Wow.
And I realized in Baltimore that this had happened the night before as well. They didn't let me go to the green room. They just had me hang out with the rest of the security downstairs until one of the producers saw me. So now it's in my head. I'm like, Columbus, they're definitely going to let me in. I'm going to do whatever. Same shit happened.
Same shit.
It's white people in Columbus, by the way. They're like,
Yeah.
can I just go up to my room? They're like, we need to wait and just...
This is Duval tour still, or this is you?
This is just Duval.
Okay.
This is Duval tour. But I thought it was so funny that they'd look at me and they were just like, there's no way possible that you're part of this tour.
Yeah, 100%.
And the audience would look at me the exact same way. A lot of them. I'd have to cut the tension when I walk up. I'd have to be like, guys, welcome to the diversity portion of the show. And then it was fine and acknowledged.
Right.
But before that, it was just like, what's going on here? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to acknowledge it.
It is a weird thing.
Duval, I knew him because he took over that Chitlin circuit at first.
Oh, yeah.
He had
Killed
that
it.
audience locked. So I know when they motherfuckers see you walk in, what the fuck is this way?
But it's weird because, dude, it's so many weird things.
Why he hustling backwards?
Yeah, right.
So it's like one thing is that I'll walk up, right? Now, not all these people know me. Some of them know me from Brilliant Idiots. Some know me from Flagrant 2. But some of them might know me from Guy Code. A lot of them don't know me, right? So I'm walking in. It's just hundreds of people, man. Maybe over 1,000 people. And a couple people will start throwing up the assholes, right? But nobody knows what the fuck that is. So I'm walking up, room full of black people, right?
Yo.
Some of them hood. And I'm chucking up the blood. I'm a Suwu, you know what I mean? Like, I'm chucking up the blood shit. And then I'm like,
Do you have a red Flagrant 2 hoodie on?
thank God I did not. I was neutral colored out there, bro. But I did it once in the beginning. I took that shit right back into my pocket. I was like, we're going to have to take a picture afterwards about this. This is a little too dangerous, bro. A little dangerous.
Shit.
Anyway, let's go talk about the big shit.
Start with Anthony Davis.
Yes.
The brow. So the brow today, I guess today is Monday, whatever.
Finally.
Finally, formally requested a trade through his agent, Rich Paul, owner of Clutch Sports, LeBron James' right-hand man. He might have fucked himself a little bit, though.
Talk to me.
So, one, he's definitely going to get fined. He's absolutely going to get fined for
Why?
the statement that Rich Paul put out. Because I think what's his name is? The Pelicans. I was about to call them the Hornets. The Pelicans put out a statement today saying, we received a statement from Rich Paul and Anthony Davis on behalf of this, that, they want to move forward and we're disappointed. And we hope that the NBA will take a look at the league's tampering policy and pursue it as hard as possible. Or
Right.
just
Something
those,
like
right?
that.
So, one, he's gonna get fined. Two, this puts a shit ton of pressure on the Lakers right now. Cause one, they're not a bad team right now. I think they're floating with the 6th or 7th without LeBron or something like that. So they have to make the move. They have 10 days to make the move before the NBA trade deadline.
Right.
You can't go to Boston because because of the Derrick Rose rule or whatever, Kyrie can't be involved in the trade, and the only way to make those salaries work is to involve that contract.
So the reason why he can't go to Kyrie to Boston is because a team cannot acquire 2 max player deals via trades.
Yes.
You can give a player a max deal,
You can home grow a player max deal and then have another one, but you can't get traded two different ones.
That window is up this offseason, I think.
Is that right?
I think,
it
yeah,
was,
they
it's
can-
an old rule. It's
They
a
can
good
make
old-
that move
They can make the.
this offseason.
Okay, but that's why
They can't
this-
trade for him right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And it now puts the Pelicans in a position where I think Alvin Gentry is his coach, and he says, if they don't trade him, there's a possibility of him sitting out for the rest of the season. He's come out and said that he intends to play through, but the reason why he waited to make this statement is because he didn't want that pressure of the fans being like, they know he wants to leave, and the chemistry issues. This is like Melo all over again when he was in New York.
That was my
whatever.
first thought. Right.
And then he kind of put himself in a weird no-win position, and it's kind of fucked up because now there's rumors about like the Knicks potentially wanting to be involved or whatever, which I know is just a smokescreen. It's just a smokescreen because they want to avoid the whole tampering shit, right? So they got to throw out the extra team out there just to make it seem like this isn't LeBron, Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, all colluding to get a
So
star
LeBron
player.
owns, for everybody listening, LeBron owns Clutch Sports.
Yes.
Along with Rich Paul.
Yeah.
And Clutch Sports is an agency that represents players.
Which you have always said has to be some kind of conflict of interest.
It must be.
Absolutely.
But the problem is that, LeBron is so severely underpaid in terms of what he brings to the NBA and a franchise and he's so valuable that they must let him get away with certain things that they wouldn't let the average player get away with. One of them having an agency that often gets players that are signed to them contracts that are a little bit more than they might be worth.
Because if I'm the
That's what they did with
league,
Tristan Thompson.
if I'm the league,
Yeah.
it's either that or I'm advocating to get rid of the salary cap so I can get anybody I want, or you can pay me my actual worth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or give me ownership stake.
If you're
or something.
LeBron, you're saying?
If I'm LeBron James,
Okay.
yeah. So it's
So-
either give me my agency or fuck the salary cap so you can actually pay me what the fuck I bring to this franchise.
So as far as the tampering goes, so this is an interesting thing. Let's go back a little bit. Sorry. So let's go back a little bit. AD was not always with Clutch Sports.
Right. He signed with Clutch Sports this year.
He was kind of stolen. So Rich Paul and them approached him,
Right.
and they took him from his old agency.
Who was his old agency?
Forget the name.
I think Archie Goodwin,
Not
Goodwin
sure.
Sports.
Not sure
something
exactly.
like
But
that. Yeah.
he was with them and then cut ties with them to go with Rich Paul
Right.
and LeBron, let's say. Okay. Then in the offseason, and this is where I think LeBron might be a fucking genius. Now, they know, Rich Paul and Anthony Davis know that they're not going to re-sign with the Pelicans. But they also know that they can't say, I want to trade if they're in playoff contention.
Right.
The reason why they announced the trade now is
they're not in
because
playoff
they're not in
contention.
playoff contention and they're not going to be. Right? So he's like, why should I stay the rest of the fucking season with this losing team? I won't seem like a diva. I can seem like the guy who wants to win.
Right.
Right? If you do it when you're in playoff contention or you're in the playoffs, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right? But if your
Right.
team sucks, it's like you almost go, okay, he's just a gamer.
Right.
So, team is not in playoff contention. Why are they not in playoff contention? A big reason, in my opinion, is because they're missing arguably the best distributor.
Rondo.
Now, where's Rondo playing?
Lakers? Wow.
If that isn't a chess move
Yeah.
from the fucking future,
Yeah.
I don't know what is. So
That's a
LeBron
great point.
goes, this is just me putting shit together as I'm getting the information for the story.
Right.
So LeBron goes, what makes this fucking wheel turn? What's the grease, right? Drew Holiday, hell of a fucking player, had a great season, a great playoffs last season.
Great defender.
But who gets them out of that first round? Playoff Rondo gets them
Rondo,
out of that first
yeah.
round. Playoff Rondo gets the ball to AD whenever the fuck he wants it. Playoff Rondo makes that team function and makes everyone happy. Let me yank him the fuck out of there. Because all of us were like, why the fuck? You already have Lonzo.
Yeah.
What's going on with this Rondo thing? I think the move was make a shitty situation for AD with the Pellies, and then you yank him over, if not after this year, during this year.
Because they were like surprisingly good after they lost Boogie Cousins.
Bro, they
Because of
played
Rondo.
because Rondo played because
Yeah.
Rondo got everybody involved. There are
Yeah.
guys that
AD
can score
also
that too.
became what he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
We had I think you even said it. You had this. You were like, you're like he became the player that everybody
Thought he was gonna
he
be,
would
yeah.
one day be.
Yeah, best player in the league.
And I honestly was not high on him. I was like, he's always injured. He's a bum.
Yeah.
And then playoffs came around.
He's one of those guys where it's
skyrocketed.
like, if somebody tells me he's the best player in the league, I'm not going to argue with
Not
him.
gonna argue.
I have my own opinion, but I'm like, oh, I'll give you Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying?
So now the situation goes, and this is what everybody's talking about. They're like, oh, it's going to go to L.A. They're going to go to L.A.
Mm-hmm.
The trade is going to happen to L.A. Here's why it's not. AD is a top 5 player in the league
Yeah, it's
five.
tough to figure out your top 5, but he's definitely in the conversation.
in combo.
Yeah, he's in there.
Maybe everybody's top 10. That's fair.
Everybody's
Absolutely.
top 10.
And in a lot of our top 5s, possibly.
yes.
Possibly.
Yes.
Maybe the best big man
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would
He's up
say
there.
he's the best big man in the league.
Yeah, and John, there's like different
there's
situations,
Embiid,
but
there's
Yes.
Boogie if
Give
he's
me AD
right.
over all of them.
You know what I mean? But AD,
I'm
I'll
with you on
take,
AD,
yeah.
right? So, AD top 5 player in the league, right? Everybody's like the Lakers are going to trade Kuzma, Lonzo.
Everybody's an idiot.
I know, but Kuzma, what is it? Kuzma, Lonzo,
Ingram,
Hart.
Ingram,
Okay.
and Josh
right,
Hart.
and maybe Josh Hart, right? Now, would you ever trade a top 5 player for 3 non-All-Stars?
No.
Even 4 non-all.
Even
No.
4 non-All-Stars.
Never.
Right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. So what they're doing is like Ingram's potential. I'm sorry. Ingram is a bomb guy. He's a bust. He's the new Darius Miles. Everything looks right on him. It just doesn't come together in the game. It
Kuzma's
is what it is.
the player.
He's a player,
out
but
of
he's
those three.
yogurt. It's like you need other things around him to make him look good. You
No,
can't just
but
eat it.
I do think Kuzma's a guy where if he goes to New Orleans, he's immediately the man.
Well,
And-
let's get to if they go there in 1 second.
Okay.
Why I don't think that will happen.
Mm.
I just don't think it's a smart trade for New Orleans. Now, if New Orleans, we're assuming this is going to happen because we're assuming LeBron is pulling the strings and Rich Paul is pulling the strings, and they very well might be. But now, if I'm New Orleans, I'm going, what else y'all got?
Yeah.
Real talk,
Yeah.
man. This is where Lakers fans, and they get what they want a lot, so maybe I'm the asshole, but like, y'all sound so fucking stupid to me. With this entire, we could have traded for Kawhi, but let's just wait and he'll sign here next year. No, he might not. He doesn't seem to want to go there anymore. Paul George, why would we trade for Paul George? He's just going to want to sign here next year. No, he did not. Anthony Davis is not going to go to the Lakers because you want him to go to the Lakers. The Pelicans are going to do what's best for them, and what's best for them right now, you're going to present another option soon. What's best for them right now is wait until the offseason. The Celtics can give me Tatum, which I wouldn't even give up if I'm the Celtics. Tatum, Brown, any one of their draft picks. Kyrie, if it comes to that. If we want Kyrie, they'll ship Kyrie. They have bona fide all-stars. Lonzo Ball in his second year, he cool.
And I think he'd be really great over there. And we can get to that situation in a second. Let's first start with the options, right?
Boston.
So Boston's a good option.
Hit your option.
New York.
The other option is New York. And all the New York fans are listening to this right now. It's going to break your heart to hear this, but Kristoff Porzingis is not re-signing with the Knicks.
This is something you've heard from your sources.
This is something that I've heard from people I trust. Now, there is a chance, of course, we can offer him a way bigger deal than anybody else. He'll have to take, I think, a small 1-year deal, and then he can get a super max or something like that, which is a possibility. We can offer him the 200 right off the bat. But my understanding, and this goes back to Phil Jackson and the organization. This is an organizational thing. He misses the exit interview. You guys remember that?
Right.
We called him a little bit of a diva for it. Right? Phil and them get yanked. New brass comes in. Perry and Fizdale.
Yep.
I mean, the Knicks just have a whole bunch of incompetence, from Dolan
In the front
down.
office. Yeah.
Everybody is incompetent there. But Fizz comes in and Perry come in, and they don't kiss the ring. Because, and this is something I said about Fizz when we were hiring Fizz, I go, he doesn't respect Euros, and he doesn't know how to coach them. He's amazing at coaching American players. He knows how to get them together. He knows how to get the most of them. Look what he did with this Lonzo Trier guy. He put fucking confidence in this guy.
Noah
Battery in his
Vonleh,
back.
Mario
Vonleh's
Hezonja, all
playing
these
great.
guys. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Hezonja is a Euro.
He
But
had
I
to do
think
with Gasol, right? In Memphis?
if you go back to Memphis, the reason he's out is because he wasn't playing Gasol in the fourth and shit like that. And a
He
lot
was
of
trying
these
to move
guys,
away from the grit and grind shit, which is Marcus O's bread and butter, and they weren't having it. So they're like, "You got to go, buddy."
and they didn't talk for fucking months. Some guys don't know how to coach the Euro. Some guys prefer it. Popovich loves a Euro.
Carlisle loves a Euro.
Carlisle loves a Euro, right? Some guys don't. His skill, Fizdale's skill, is getting these kids to believe in themselves. And it's a true American kids. And it's a true gift. Which is why I think he'd be great if KD comes. But that's a different thing.
Which I do think he's coming.
He might come, and that's like so many layers in the story. That's why this is.
There's
just so exciting.
honestly like the one thing.
Real quick, just to finish this
finish
idea,
that,
right?
yeah.
So here's a situation. Bitter situation. Fizdale, I think, goes over to Europe, but he doesn't really kiss the ring like they're expected, and this is where the Knicks fucked up. Last summer, they didn't offer KP, Kristoff Porzingis, the max. Okay. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking right now, yeah, but if they did that, it would fuck them up in the free agent market next year, and that's what they do. So you know what you do? You offer the under the table max, which is, hey, do us a favor. We're gonna wait until the end of next year. We're gonna give you the max. Just wait until the end of next year so we can put some good pieces around you. They didn't even offer that. That's a message from the organization which says, we don't know if you're gonna be good after this surgery.
Right.
We don't know if we trust you. Right after you already piss him off and he goes out of the exit interview. So he's done. KP's done. Okay? No rush to come back. We're fine losing anyway. But KP's out. My feeling is if we know KP's out and the Knicks have the most incompetent front office, only the Pelicans could be worse. Maybe you ship KP to New Orleans for AD, even straight up. That's the best deal they're going to get.
Not if you wait till the offseason, which there's no reason they wouldn't. Even then,
who waits for the offseason?
Pelicans. And even then,
Why would they wait though? Because they have another year on his
because
contract.
I can get more later. He's under contract another year after this.
The
He
Pelicans
can't go
don't have
anywhere
to
this offseason. He's
deal
still
with
under
that.
contract.
Yeah.
So for them, and even if I wanted the Knicks, I wouldn't. I read on ESPN people were saying the Knicks and their number one pick. If AD goes to the Knicks, they're not going to have the number one pick in the draft. They're going to start winning games. Even then, I would wait until the offseason. If you get the number one pick, KP and Zion, I might make that move. But if you
have
I'm
a
not
chance
trading
to
before
get
the.
AD. Who gives a fuck about Zion, bro?
Oh, if you're the Knicks, Knicks would make that trade.
Oh,
but I'm
okay,
saying if I'm
okay,
the
okay,
Pelicans,
okay. Yeah, got you,
if I'm the
got you,
Pelicans,
got you.
I might say, yo, that's a solid deal. I'm not sure anybody could trump Zion and KP. KP's healthy. We're great. We got a squad now. We got 2 All-Stars
Yeah,
and
Knicks
Drew.
get
who's
fleeced
nice.
in that, Drew. Like, if that's what happens, the Knicks absolutely get fleeced. Like the best
For AD?
For AD, yeah,
Wait.
that's a fleecing, dude. You get a potential franchise centerpiece in Zion,
For a bona fide
get
franchise centerpiece.
and you get a guy who is we assume could be a franchise centerpiece also in Porzingis.
But he always
for
hurt.
one guy who's not the most healthy guy. Also, Anthony Davis. I'm not saying he's
not
injury prone.
KP, though.
Not saying he's injury prone, but he
Who the
has
fuck
had his
tears an
injury.
ACL and sits out a year and a half?
Well,
Or Tank. I think it's Tank.
They,
mode.
yeah,
It's just-
like
Potentially, that's
from
true,
what I've
yeah.
heard, also like he's much further along than they're letting on.
Of course.
but they're just like not in no rush to bring him back because it's
Right.
like we got a plan. We're trying to tank. We got these young kids that need the playing time. You know what I'm saying? Like
My man, he got no lower body. He gonna fall apart. He got legs like
Yeah.
Alex.
yeah,
KP.
KP.
So
But I don't know, man. Like if I'm the Knicks, right, and say Porzingis never got hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're offering you Anthony Davis or Porzingis, I take that.
But why
every
would the
time.
Pelicans take that?
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like even
because
from the
that's
Pelicans,
the best you're gonna get.
that's the best you're gonna get.
Nah, if you wait till the offseason,
Okay.
you're good. You could try to move him in 10 days and scramble, but for what?
I mean, if
Hold
you
on,
if
hold
you
on. So
take
wait
into
to the
account all the
offseason.
players,
Let's just get through this.
Right.
You wait to the offseason. What's available?
Celtics.
Who?
They would give you Brown. They would give you Tatum. They would give you any of their draft picks. I got a lot of high draft
Let's
picks.
say they're
Name a
not
player.
giving
I think a healthy Porzingis is better than all those guys.
Porzingis is better than Brown without a doubt. And Porzingis is actually, I think he's a more unique talent.
Y'all are really nixing it right now?
Son,
I'm doing
son, just let me get this out.
Okay.
Unique talent. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
fair.
He's 7'3". He's feathery jumper, can block shots inside.
Fair.
I think it's more unique than what Tatum is. Tatum could end up being Kobe-esque in terms of scoring.
But you can get another Tatum.
But there are other Tatums
You
that are
get
going to
another
be in the
Tatum.
draft.
I
Like,
agree.
what is it?
Yeah.
RJ Barrett could end up being fucking
He's called the
Tatum.
unicorn for a reason.
Right.
Exactly.
But what's the thing I always say that I hear about football? The best ability is availability.
Mm-hmm.
KP is not available a lot. That motherfucker gets hurt a lot.
Mm.
And I'm not taking that chance if I can get 2 good players, Brown, Tatum, and picks.
Okay, that's that's not your foot. I keep thinking it's your foot. Okay, I understand that if we're going off of
Healthy KP different.
okay, let's assume health,
Okay.
which is a big assumption.
Right.
But let's assume health because outside of his knee injury, he wasn't that injured.
Yeah.
Take off some games or whatever like that, but like it wasn't that horrible. Let's assume health. Is there a better trade in the NBA right now than KP and AD? And I bet you the Knicks would give something else up.
They
I
probably
bet you,
throw in like Knox too.
bro. That's
Which I hope they don't.
So that's the scary thing.
Yeah.
If they throw in Knox, do we do it?
No, bro.
If now it's a shitty trade for us.
I've seen this movie before, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen
I
how
was
the
on the
story
other
ends.
side of the Melo trade. I've been on the other side. I watched that Melo deal, and I was like, they're giving up a
A
lot.
lot, dude. They gave up
But
too much for Melo, and I
New
love
Yorkers
Melo.
loved it, but I was like, they're giving up a lot for somebody who's not really proven. Melo didn't ever do anything, and AD honestly hasn't proven enough to me to think he's like one of the best player in the league. But that Melo never had a playoff series like AD had against the Blazers,
Of course not.
where he just fucking dominated. If you get AD, KP, and Knox, I think the Celtics could offer better. But like, yeah, you would do that, guys.
Bro, if you get AD,
And his health again is a massive assumption.
if you get AD, health assumption. But if you,
You
get
do
AD,
and that's another caveat. that we
KD's
have.
coming.
That's what I'm
KD will
saying.
come.
Like
KD's
you got money to get KD outright,
imagine
and
AD
maybe
and
Kemba.
now we're
So let me
nixing
ask you
it.
this.
Now, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. I didn't even.
Now you're
think
nixing it.
And
Oh my
maybe
God!
Kemba.
Look at the
Yeah.
fucking.
Bro, I didn't even think
because
of
you're
sorry.
the
It's all
money
good.
frees up so much.
That's
'Cause you-
disrespectful.
It frees up so much money, and that's the only thing that keeps me from calling this a Melo all over again.
So this is
Because
why.
we were so tied into Melo after that trade that we were fucked for years.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if you're the Knicks and you think you get KD,
Sorry,
and
just
you,
to
go ahead.
respond to that one thing. And if we waited till the end of the season,
Would've got
and
him
just picked
anyway.
them up, which is what you're saying too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go
Well,
on, go on.
Melo's already said I want to go. Melo had already said I want to go there
No, we're
the
still-
entire season, and he was already at Denver, and he wasn't happy at Denver.
Right.
Paul George, you let another team take him and then try to make him happy for the Lakers.
Right.
He wasn't happy in Indiana. He's not staying there. If you make the move, fine. But when another team trades for him, now you took a big chance.
Okay.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
if this is why you might, even if you get the number 1 pick, you might need to say number 1 and KP for AD, because then you get AD and you get KD. And that's a fucking squadron. And that's a deal. If I'm the Pelicans, all right, let's make that fucking deal right now. Let's make that deal. KP, I'm taking a huge risk with his health, but either way, I got Zion. I got AD 2019. This is the guy we're looking at the way we looked at AD back then. Not that they're the same player at all, but
I
like,
understand what you're saying. With
you know
the
what I
type
mean?
of potential.
Yeah.
That's
Bro.
another thing, man. Like I think, and it's those
That's the chess move.
Those ping pong balls determine so
we wait.
much.
So we fucking
you
wait.
gotta wait. You gotta.
You
wait
offer
it
something
out.
now. If they'll do KP for AD now, absolutely fucking do it. I just don't think the Pelicans will do it. Offer whatever you can offer.
Here's my thing.
Don't we have a little more
If the
leverage
Knicks win the
now
lottery-
than we would at the end of the season?
The only thing you have now is if they don't want to wait for the Celtics, the Celtics aren't bidding against you. They can't really bid against you right now.
Right.
I feel like the Knicks have more leverage now because somebody tweeted this out. It was like, would you rather take 14% chance at Zion or 100% chance at AD?
Without a doubt.
And the
know
thing
the answer
is that if you trade that pick unprotected now, maybe those ping pong balls fall your way. Maybe it's the 3rd or 4th pick, and you could live with that. You can live with like a RJ Barrett. You can live with like a Cam Reddish,
yeah.
or those guys. But if the Knicks get the number 1 pick, and that ping pong ball turns into Zion, and that dude becomes the next fucking franchise player, that's
you
another.
got a franchise player coming to you.
Yeah,
And
you
again-
do.
Who?
No,
AD.
AD, yeah,
Okay.
but
And
you
if-
got a 19-year-old fucking phenom.
And here's the other thing. You have
Phenom.
and this goes back to what you always say in football. You have a cheap franchise player.
That's true.
And now we have 4 years. What is it, 4 with an option?
4 years, yeah,
So-
with the team option.
And even
So
then, he's
5
not going to be
total?
that expensive. Yeah.
So you have 5 years at nothing with, and if Zion keeps developing in the way people assume he will develop, you're telling me by year 3 that's not a guy who's going to be changing.
And that's an
things in the
interesting
league?
team for KD because you
nothing
got
for
you got
pennies.
Porzingis and you got Zion coming up. So by the time I'm ready to start tailing off my career, this kid's going to carry me wherever I want to go.
Yeah, why aren't we considering any other teams?
So that's the other thing. Who else? I literally was going through all trade scenarios. Does Toronto?
That was one that was
I was
listed
thinking
as an
Toronto
option.
or even Philly.
Philly was another
Philly
one
was
you
like,
listed.
do you-
Alex,
do you
you
give
read
up-
Simmons.
that?
I was about to say, do you give up Ben
Simmons,
Simmons?
Yeah, I give up
I'd
Ben
give up
Simmons
Ben
without
Simmons.
fucking
Without a
thinking.
fucking heartbeat.
AD's 6'10" and got which I guess Ben Simmons 6'8", but
and they need a guard.
7'2" wingspan, taller. He can shoot better than Ben Simmons as a 5 or whatever position he wants to play.
Everybody
Shoot better
can
than
shoot
most
better
guys.
than
Yeah, that's true.
So here's the thing about that. I think the conventional wisdom was the only way to beat the Warriors, and nobody was able to do it, but at least Pop's strategy was they're going to go small, we're going to go big.
Yeah,
They have that little lineup, put in the stilts,
right.
and then just bully them down low,
Yeah.
and then hope you can take the offensive onslaught. Can you do that with Thiago fucking Splitter or whatever his name was? No. Can you do that with Embiid
And Davis.
and Davis? That is something that would be very fun to watch in the playoffs.
I mean, is it that much different than Davis and Boogie? Is
Yes.
it that much different?
Yes.
it's different. It's different in a different way, but I don't think you ever really got to see.
I'd say Embiid's the better defender between the two.
Team
think-
player also.
Yeah, I think better passer. More like I mean, Boogie's great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, I think I would personally rather an Embiid on my team. But
And he's younger. That's another
younger.
one.
But like, I just feel like the both of them that would be fucking interesting.
And you got Jimbo buckets.
Son, that would
I
be
might give them
squall.
Jimmy.
That's what I'm like.
I'll give them Jimmy and Ben Simmons for AD straight up.
I honestly, I would play that game.
I'd give it to him.
Who's gonna defend? Like, you think Al Horford and fucking Gordon Hayward, or whoever the Viking white guy on that team, you think they're gonna be able to stop?
Gordon Hayward?
No, the Viking guy.
The guy with the red-haired guy.
Yeah, the white dude.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
They're not gonna.
Tease? Daniel Tease?
Whatever his
Whatever
name,
the fuck
some
his
shit.
name is, yeah.
But they're not going to be able to stop. Anyway, there's interesting trade scenarios out there.
If Toronto can pull this off, they're gonna win the chip this year.
I don't think they can.
As a Knicks fan, I hope the Knicks don't make that trade.
So you don't want? We're waiting for the offseason.
I'd say
Even
you
if
wait
you're
for
the
those.
Pelicans and you offer the number 1 pick to me as a Knicks fan, I'd be like, no, because then AD's going to go there and you're going to win more games, and then your chances of getting the number 1 pick is
Exactly.
going to drop. I'm going to wait till the offseason.
The Knicks have been this patient
interesting.
already. They've been this patient already. They know Porzingis could. If the Knicks were like better than advertised and Porzingis puts them over the hump, guaranteed Porzingis to be playing right now. Guaranteed. They're not. They've been tanking.
Yep.
They've been letting these young players develop and get their lumps and let Fizdale coach them through those lumps.
Yep.
You're sitting Enos Cancer, who makes a lot of money, who's a productive player, and he's getting frustrated in lieu of playing these young kids. You have a plan. It is the most Knicks thing ever to fuck up that plan
Right.
to help another team get out of a shitty situation.
Yep.
Because fuck the Hornets. Fuck the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? If AD wants to come here so bad, let's talk in June. Let's talk in July. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be so fucking Knicks of them to fuck up
AD
their
is not mellow, though, dog. I'm telling you, I agree.
AD
understand what you're
is
saying.
light years better than
I
Melo.
understand what you're saying.
Light years
So
better than Melo.
here's a scenario we should look at, right? We should look at the scenario where, let's say he does go to the Lakers, and let's say he goes for Kuzma, Lonzo, and Ingram.
Okay.
That's the best thing that could happen to Kuzma, Lonzo, and Ingram.
Why is that?
If Lonzo goes, we get LeVar back.
Yes.
That's true.
And
I
if,
miss me some LeVar, bro.
I miss me some LeVar. And if I'm a struggling franchise, I wouldn't mind
I'll see
having
LeVar Ball on them floats coming down.
Hell yeah, with a fucking
every Mardi
band.
Gras.
Are you, dude? He would live it up in that
Oh.
city. It would be making national news every single week whenever he wanted to. He's the Trump of the NBA.
And no gas. Those new big baller brand Zoes, kind of nice.
I haven't seen him.
The new ones that came out, I was like, the first ones that came out, I was like, I'll support it because black business.
Market.
But the recent ones, I was like,
Okay.
I'd wear those.
So
Those
here's
alright.
so here's the thing. You
That's
let
not
him
$1
market,
million.
right? Lonzo goes to this team where there's some shooters surrounding him. He has some guys he could distribute the ball to.
Yeah.
Now Kuzma and Ingram, I think the biggest issue with Ingram is that Ingram doesn't play. He plays like he fears consequences. And I would like to see Ingram play what?
I think that's all people that play with LeBron James. All wing
Yes.
players. Wing players do not get to play free
Nope.
when it comes to LeBron James.
Not at all.
Lonzo's been up and down this year. As soon as LeBron, when Lonzo has free reign to run that team
Yep.
and play up and down like he's used to playing, he looks good.
Yep.
He looks very good. He looks like somebody like, okay, I could see why he was drafted number 2 overall, whatever. LeBron is one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Yep.
When you're playing with him, you gotta take a back seat.
Yeah.
You gotta mold yourself
stunts your
around him.
development,
And
you
it
know?
stunts your development. And that's
I think Lonzo could play with him better, but I think that Ingram and Kuzma have a chance to develop their own personality and their own egos in a different environment. And
think it'll
Lonzo,
be
I think, could be fine regardless because he likes to pass the ball. So
Yeah.
eventually, people love playing with a
Lonzo.
guy like him.
That's what I'm saying. Lonzo's a guy you put him on any team,
People are gonna love playing.
and
with
he'll be fine. Kuzma's, I think, the guy who's gonna need that new
him.
situation.
So they
if he
should.
moves.
I mean, obviously, you don't want to leave LA, but you don't. It shouldn't be that bad.
It ain't bad. People are thinking like they're terrible. The Lakers aren't terrible. When they're all healthy and playing together, they were like a top 4 team in the
They're
West
not-
at one point.
Yeah, but that was LeBron doing superhuman things, and that's
Yeah.
That's a West has been weakened. And I mean, listen, you did say this, and that first game against the Warriors, you said the thing that bothers the Warriors is length. That first game against the Warriors, it was astonishing to watch. But I don't think in a 7-game series that Lakers team is doing anything.
I don't think anybody does that.
Nobody does anything.
Warriors.
It's a
like
it's a
Boogie.
waste.
Boogie fit in like a
It's the
glove
most
with those
anticlimactic.
guys.
And I predicted the Warriors this whole time were going to lose, and I have to stick with it. It is right now. It seems very boring. Though. This whole
Dog.
season seems so useless.
I was
It's a
with
formality.
you. I was with you. I'm like, I don't know if Boogie's gonna be a good fit. That dude's a good fucking fit, bro. Like,
he really
that's
is.
not even fucking fair.
It's scary how useless Draymond is now.
Yeah,
He's fucking useless.
yeah.
Like,
I'm like, here's a guy who does everything you do, but he can actually score, and he's bigger than you, and he's the actual center's height. He doesn't have to play point center because he's 6'7". That's a legit 6'10", 6'11" dude who does everything you can do, and he gets buckets, and you can't guard him 1-on-1. You gotta send him a double.
dude.
And who's gonna get open?
Draymond.
Clay, Steph, KD.
And you can't leave him open because he'll actually fucking stroke.
Yeah, and he can stroke it too. Like it's
what
not
I'm saying.
fair. It's a foregone conclusion with the
Whatever.
Warriors, man.
So they
Unless
do it.
somebody gets hurt or whatever, and even if somebody does get hurt,
They won like 10 straight.
still they're still pretty fucking good.
That's why the Celtics got to make this move for AD in the offseason.
It's a
If
massive
KD stays, especially, that's the only way you beat him.
It's a massive move. Okay. Maybe it'd be cool if we transition to football real quick, just because we've been basketball heavy for a minute. and
Okay.
Fighting heavy.
Super Bowl week, media week.
Yes, Super Bowl week, media week.
Next year, we got to go.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with
Yeah.
you. We definitely got to go. But
I'll know by
before-
tonight about the guest. By the way,
There's a guest
I guess
tonight.
no, not tonight, but Saquon Baker.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
know by
I'll know by
tonight
tonight.
if we're
Yeah,
going to be able to get them.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
hopefully we're going to get some guests. But
Yeah.
so here's something I want to talk about real quick because this past weekend was the most uneventful game in sports, which is the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
And I have
yeah.
found a way to save the Pro Bowl.
A lot
Hit
of people on the
it.
Patreon was talking about this. Like, you guys already saved a lot of things. Save the
ready?
Pro Bowl. How do we do it?
Here's how you save the Pro Bowl. Switch offense for defense.
That would be fun.
The game is not taken seriously.
Yeah.
Football is too dangerous a game to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
So now we have to add a different element that is going to pique our interest. So you choose everybody's position based on how they played in the season. The best defensive ends, or the best defensive this, that, the other. And then for the game, you flop. So everybody on the offensive line is all D linemen.
That was my idea, but
And that there's
just
going to be
have-
a quarterback. There's going to be a quarterback who, all of them, every talented football player plays quarterback in at least high school.
Yeah.
Doesn't as long as you're not a lineman. If you're a corner, it doesn't matter what it is. And now you have how fun is it watching Chad Ochocinco be a DB
Yeah.
against Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Right. It's like I would watch that just to see some corner be a running back and break out for a 30-yard run, just to see some safety or some tight end play quarterback and throw some dimes. Like,
Tell me
Chad
this
Ocho
wouldn't.
Cinco.
That was my.
He's
I'm about to
Chad
say, damn,
Ocho.
like
He's 50,
get
bro.
a wide
No.
receiver from this
No,
decade,
no.
bro.
So what Chad does is like on Instagram, he's got like really fun shit, and he'll play corner on DBs like Antonio
okay.
Brown, like
Okay,
he'll do it
gotcha.
in the offseason as they're practicing.
Okay.
He's talking hellish shit. Mic up everybody, right?
Right.
Mic up everybody. We know nobody's going to go out there to injure folks. We know it's not going to be that hard.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, if you flip the offense for defense,
Right.
one, they'll be excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, dude, you see how excited? What is it, BJ Raji? When you get an opportunity to touch the ball, you never do.
Right.
And you just learn some basic plays. It's not like they don't know the plays; they're defending them, so
Right.
they'll be able to know it. Dude,
a good
how much
idea.
fun would it be able to smoke
be
the
super
DB
fun. Oh,
that's been
Yeah.
killing you the whole time? Like, dude, I think it would be at least. I think it would be
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool, and I think
Yeah.
we could get behind it. And one, people aren't going to get injured because we know we're not going to play as
Right.
hard. And how hard can you hit someone when you don't hit?
Yeah. That's true.
That's very true.
good point.
Very true.
Anyway, that's my solution
I like
for the
it.
Pro Bowl. I think there could be
Yeah.
something.
I
there.
had something similar, but I would just have you just pick 11 guys and they just play both. They just play both offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? Like a pickup game.
Yep.
Like, you know, when you go play football outside in the street, whatever, like, you're not like, all right, defense, you guys come on. Like, no, you're playing offense, you're playing defense. Maybe you throw in an official quarterback. Maybe you have, like, fucking Pat Mahomes out there throwing it to everybody.
Right.
Whatever, so he doesn't get hurt.
All-time
whatever.
QB.
Yeah, exactly. Like, something like that. But, I don't know. It's just that, like, football is not a game that's meant to be played with no stakes. Right?
That's why
like,
we,
it's not.
well, that's why we can put ego into it. Like, there's no ego invested into the game right now because they all know that they're great and they all know this game means nothing.
Right.
But there is ego in insecurity, right? Like, Alex and I, perfect example, right?
Yeah.
Both of us feeling insecure in some stupid fucking tip. I apologize again about that, Alex. I shouldn't have let that go. Now your turn to apologize.
That's usually what happens after
Ego,
My bad.
ego, insecurity on my. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's like, what will you be a little insecure about? If you could get off on this.
Yeah. And it'd be fun. It'd be like
Wouldn't it be?
interesting. Yeah.
So here's the one question I have for you guys, as you guys are more football experts, especially you, Akaash. Can any defensive player play quarterback efficiently enough?
I think it would be ugly.
And if that is the case, should we just do
All-time QB.
all-time QB?
Maybe. That would be more fun. That would be more fun. Because if you have a quarterback who can actually... The only advantage of letting other positions play is when they complain about their quarterback, they can see how fucking hard it is. Like, I thought my shit was hard. This is crazy.
Yes.
But yeah, like... Defensive linemen suddenly going back would be wild. It would be wild as fuck. And Ezekiel Elliott and Saquon Barkley, the Cowboys coach who coached Pro Bowl, he's terrible. But that was one thing he did that was fun is he had them play defense on the defensive line.
That's dope.
They got nowhere. I mean, they got fucking nowhere. Like, they put no pressure on the quarterback whatsoever. But it was fun to see.
Oh, wait, that did happen this Pro
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah. Zeke and
See?
Saquon Barkley played on the defensive line.
See, this is great. Like,
Yeah.
imagine everything was flopped like that. I think they would really fucking try. And the shit talk would be crazy because you're a corner. All you can talk shit about throughout the whole year is stopping a pass.
Right.
What if you scoring touchdowns on Odell?
Oh, yeah.
You're doing Odell's touchdown dance.
What if
fun
you're
of-
picking off?
Son, if
What
you're
if
Odell
Odell's
and you
picking
pick
his
Pick
leg?
that off, you run
Like,
that
he's
shit,
catch
take
the
that
one
back.
and-
Yeah.
And then we
Run
get
that
to
shit
have
back.
the real conversation. Who's more talented?
Oh, yeah.
But that's what it is.
Offense
All people say.
Or defense.
Right.
Defensive backs are just wide receivers with no hands.
Facts.
Yeah.
So it's
So
like
prove
if
you got some hands.
Yeah.
And then you have those two-way players, the guys that we all know could play two-way. You know, back in the day, you would have the Deons and shit. But
Yeah.
like them really excelling.
Yeah.
Dude, I just think it would be... You
Odell
get
would be a
fans-
nasty cornerback.
Fuck yeah.
So fucking quick. Catch
the best,
anything.
The best wide receivers would be the greatest defensive backs.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, as long as they're not hitting nobody, but they will cover the fuck out of you.
So here's one other thing we could do to change it. And I think this is why I got fucked up in the first place. And it really brings us to NBA All-Star Game. Hawaii. Great place.
It was in Orlando this year.
Right. But they brought it back to Orlando, right? But years in Hawaii, right? That was the...
I think it's mainly in Hawaii. I didn't know it was in Hawaii. Orlando
well,
this
I think
year.
they brought it
Yeah,
back.
they brought it back because when they moved it from after the Super Bowl, they
Yeah.
put it in Orlando.
Okay.
So
and they turned it... Basically, I like it being the week before the Super Bowl. That can be a lot of fun.
yeah, that's fine.
But when you make it in Hawaii, nobody's going there. Now it can't be a party destination. They thought too much about the players and not enough about the fans. When you put NBA All-Star in Charlotte,
Guess who's only a couple-hour flight from Charlotte?
You know what you got to do then? You got to move it back after the Super Bowl, actually, because then all the champions can go party. All the players can show up. Players on the Super Bowl team, they ain't showing up to that. And if they do, it's such a fucking scandal. Everybody's gonna be like, "Why is he partying at Pro Bowl weekend when we got the Super Bowl next
game.
week?"
Yeah.
They're gonna get shamed out of it if you put it the week after and then make it a destination the players want to go to. Now you cooking.
And you're not as worried about injury or anything. Like, yeah. It's off season, so it's like let me have some fun. And maybe you put it not the week right after the Super Bowl,
A couple weeks after.
2 weeks after something.
Right.
Who knows the exact time? But if you do it in a destination, like we went to Vegas for All-Star.
Yeah.
Like that was when it was in LA. Like
Yeah.
it's a movie, dude. It's fun. It's a fucking weekend. It's a party.
We're going to Charlotte this year.
But deadass is like
Use whatever
spring break.
bathroom you want to. It's Charlotte.
So it's like you create a spring break vibe with it, and they got to do the same thing the NBA All-Star
Yeah.
did. If they want to
Yeah.
save the whole weekend, I think it was smart to bring back, but not Orlando. Like
Orlando's such an old person town.
Or
It's just
kids.
Like,
you need a party town. Like you need shit to go down, people to get fucked up.
New
Yeah.
Orleans. Have the same
Roger.
place you have the Super Bowl even.
Son,
Roger Goodell's not fucking with that, bro. He's like, you motherfuckers can barely contain yourself during the season. I'm not putting you guys.
He
in
put the
party
Super Bowl in
town.
Atlanta. You don't think they wilding out in Atlanta right now in Magic
you
City?
You don't think Roger Goodell's sweating bricks right now? Like, fuck. Nobody
Yo.
fuck up, please. God damn it.
Todd Gurley got Jared Goff at Magic City for the first time ever. Jared Goff was like, this is what it was.
it is magic.
They should kick off the season with it.
I was thinking that. That was
That's
an
interesting.
idea. Like,
That might be
off the
too
season.
wild for players.
Because then players will really play.
replace
You
it
get
with the
to
Hall of
really
Fame
talk
game.
shit to that person who's
Oh,
been
that's
talking
good.
Replace
all
it with the
season
Hall
the
of
whole
Fame
time.
game. Yeah.
Boom.
Replace it with the Hall of Fame game. Hall of Fame game is a waste of everyone's fucking time.
What is
didn't
that? I
even
didn't
know
even
that
know about
existed.
The
that.
Hall of Fame game is basically
It's
like
one preseason game.
It's one preseason game where it's just nothing but like guys who aren't going to make the team. Just playing like the starters play like once.
That's all preseason.
Or whatever.
But it is using evaluations for like coaches and shit to see who they like. I honestly still think it's a waste. Most people do. But Hall of Fame game is literally just the two teams playing that weekend that are in that game. It's the one game. We
Okay.
could do away with that.
Fuck that game. What would you do to save it?
Man, I'd get rid of that shit so fast. Really? Yeah, fuck all of
it
it.
is a waste. It's a waste.
Even the novelty of defense playing offense, that's good for like a quarter. I'd shorten the fuck out of it. I'd be one quarter and that's it. Like maybe that could save it, but in my mind, just get rid of it.
Make it 2 halves. Fuck quarters.
Two
Running
halves.
clock.
Oh, two halves.
2
running
halves.
clock.
Running clock, like just fucking, and then you could stop it. You use timeouts or something like that.
I
at
do
the
all
end.
types of funky shit too. I put
Just
like
change
NBA.
the
I
game.
put like rock and jock rules in there. Like, I have like 20-point touchdowns and shit. Like
I'm telling you, you
all
flip
types of dumb
offense for
shit.
defense, bro.
Yeah,
They will play.
I'll make fucking like live balls.
No, I think you're right. I actually, in my mind, when I sent this topic suggestion, I was like, why do we still play the Pro Bowl? I didn't even think about how to save it because I was just like,
Get rid of it.
I love football.
Football's a
I could
passionate
not have
game.
given less of a fuck about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever sat through an entire Pro Bowl. Like,
Bruh,
I might have-
anytime when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, it's football. It's the best players." And then I watched it. I was like, "This is so bad. I'm so unexcited."
the
by
quality
this.
of play is horrible.
Yeah, it's not a
And
football.
who gives a
it's
fuck
like-
about NFC and AFC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I agree with you on that. But it's like the issue is not that the players don't care. The issue is when they care, people get hurt.
Yeah.
And the season is over. You're with your families. I don't blame them. Do you really want to get hurt?
No, absolutely not.
So,
Dude, there was a running back. This is like 2 decades ago. He was on the Patriots right before they were good. His name was Robert Edwards, I think. Tore his knee apart. Was a really good rookie. Tore his knee apart in some fucking football beach challenge.
I remember that.
Goddamn.
Yeah. they
Never
did
the same. Never really played again. This
Yeah.
guy's career was ruined off a fucking beach challenge.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, because they
I
used
mean,
to do.
I'll give it to the NFL. They did like the shit that they do before the Pro Bowl is really fun. Like the quarterback challenge, the dodgeball
Yeah,
shit.
do
Like
all
that shit
that.
is great. That shit is great. The actual
even
game
like
though,
that shit.
like football's not a game meant to be played like impassionately. Like it's just terrible to watch. It's stupid after a while. Like you don't want to watch.
I want to see them go at each other. I think it'd be really fun, especially that cornerback D. Like you don't want to see Josh Norman and Odell, but Josh is trying to run routes on
of
Odell.
course,
That'd be fun.
But
That'd be
Bro,
fun.
and like just the memes and the Twitter response that's gonna happen
Yeah.
if he actually cooks them.
Yeah,
And
that'd
like
be fun.
it's gonna feed rivalry during the regular season.
Yeah,
You know, like
potentially.
bro, I think they should at least give it a go.
do they have like a fucking like a 40-yard dash contest? Do they like race each other?
I think they used to back in the day. I
You
don't
just
know if
want
they
like
still
a
do.
fun combine.
Yeah, like just a
Yeah,
fun
NFL's fastest man. Back in the
Yeah,
day.
like if they did shit like that, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Like, if Odell, like I'd watch Odell and Josh Norman like
Just go at it.
competing a 40.
Yeah, like make
I
them
mean,
compete
like-
in shit where they're not going to get hurt, but it's still fun to watch. Like the
Like
quarterback
I've watched
challenge is
more
fun.
combines than fucking Pro Bowls by far.
Without a doubt, 'cause they're trying.
Yeah, because they give a fuck. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And they're not gonna get hurt.
Baby bladder Akaash.
hopefully. But all right, go baby bladder.
What do we got before you leave?
I'll pick it up.
All right, fine.
Unless you want to go NBA.
We got Jalen Ramsey saying keep it tight. What you say?
Yeah.
Shout out Jalen Ramsey. Shout out to the whole Pro Bowl. That was dope.
That was so sick.
Trae Young and Luka. Trae Young said on I think the Jump on ESPN that the trade for Luka Doncic worked out for both teams, and he feels like he's going to be a better player than Luka Doncic in the long run.
Now, you have to speak on this because he's talking spicy about your guy.
He is. He
Your
is.
son.
And I'll
That's your son.
my Slovenian,
Your
love
Slovenian
child,
son.
Luka Doncic.
What do you call him? Your
My Slovenian love child.
Your Slovenian love child.
Yes. Have you seen Luka Doncic's mom?
Bad bitch?
Bad bitch.
Really?
Bad bitch. Yo,
All
Evan,
them out
please
there,
pull
bro.
that up. Please pull that up.
All of them
And I
out
don't
there.
want to say this because like I like Trae Young. I think Trae
didn't
Young's
someone say something about her? Didn't Paul Pierce or some shit like that?
Somebody.
Talk a little spicy? We
I don't know,
talked
but
about
Luka
it? Bad.
Doncic's mom's is woo
Bad. Okay.
boy oh boy. And then you forget
Okay.
like he's only 19. Okay, that's an age range. I could.
Oh, when
I could
they
touch
they
that.
start young out there, ain't
I could
nothing
touch
else.
that. Yeah, but yeah. Look at moms.
Let me see.
All right,
Let
moms.
me see, Shorty. That's not his mom.
That's his mom's.
God damn.
Go
son.
ahead, Mama Luka.
Hold on, but that picture right there. Is really to her. That one's good.
Yes.
Damn.
I think it was Andre Iguodala who said something about his
Yeah,
mom.
he was talking mad spicy, which is stupid because he would never say that about an American player. Fuck out of here. He would never say anything.
Mom's
about
fine
that.
as hell, boy.
Yeah,
I ain't
man,
mad at
she
it.
cool.
But
Nice
yeah, I
little
like
bicep.
Trae Young. I think Trae Young's a good player, and I'm just gonna say it like, and I've said this for years. I'm like, yo, you're a good player, but like, you only get a handful of chances at a special player, and Luka's a special.
Son, he abused the Raptors.
player.
Did you guys watch any of that game?
35,
Son, he abused
15, and
the
12 or
Raptors.
some shit like that. Like, Trae Young's good. He's a good player. He's a best case scenario.
Coutinho Mobley.
Best case scenario, Coutinho Mobley. Hey, Coutinho Mobley's not whack.
Hey, balled
Coutinho
out.
Mobley's good.
You're gonna be in the big
People
three.
people calling him like the next Steph Curry is jumping out the window.
Chill.
You're not going to be another Steph. There's only one
Chill.
Steph.
Chill.
But Luka, you only get one chance at a franchise
Also, Steph 6'3".
change. That's another thing. Steph is deceptively big. Like he looks frail, but like he's got big
I didn't realize
wide
until we
shoulders.
saw him in the All-Star game, and I thought Trae Young could be the next Steph, and then I
Yeah.
saw how tall Steph was, and I was like, oh.
No.
We think he's like a adorable, small, undersized. He is 6'3" point guard.
Yeah,
he's
rock
legit.
solid, super athlete, never gets tired, runs out the shit. But you know, like you could get good players every year. It's rare that you get that one draft pick that changes your franchise, that changes the direction of your franchise, and that's Luka, man. Like Luka's just a fucking.
It's insane.
He's
I'm in
already on a
disbelief.
first name basis. Like he's
Yeah.
already on one name basis, dog. Like he's just Luka now, which is.
They're playing the Knicks soon. I'm gonna try to. Cop the
I
tickets for me.
got to see this motherfucker live, bro. He is
Kaz and me.
he is worth the price of admission
Would
to
you like
me.
to take your girl?
Oh,
You know what? Maybe I would.
Oh,
Maybe I
there it is.
Maybe
there
I
it is. That's how you make up
Hey,
for
Alex,
it.
can you
goddamn.
see when when the Mavs are playing the Knicks? I think it's very
Pretty soon.
It might have
Pretty
been tonight.
soon. Yeah, no, it's not tonight. They play the Hornets tonight, but
Okay.
it's coming up. I think it's before the All-Star break. I'm almost positive it's before the All-Star break because I was looking. That's how you.
Oh, the
this
30th.
month?
When is that?
This coming Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
That's
That's the day after
the day
tomorrow,
after this
boy.
podcast comes out.
Goddamn.
I think I got 2 shows.
Well, somebody might need to make some arrangements.
Would you like me as a, like a gift for forgiveness from your girl to give the tickets to her?
Maybe.
Does
What
she
time
like
is this
basketball?
game? No, but she wants to go to a
7:30.
game.
I would say 7:30, right? Yeah, 7:30. Good guy,
Talk
man.
about this.
It's a good guy, bro. That's a
I'm telling you, I just want you.
good guy, bro.
I felt bad. I'm a good friend, bro.
good guy, man.
There's one thing you cannot say about me.
You're a great
I'm
friend.
the most
I wasn't
loyal.
freaking out this whole time.
Oh, I get you. Were you there for you see how the Harden game wasn't sold out? This game gonna be sold out.
Oh, this is gonna be sold
This
out.
game gonna be packed out. They
This
gonna
game
want to see
be
this.
sold out.
When rookies come for their first guarding game, especially if they're overseas guys, Oh, it's a show.
You're gonna see
It is a
mad
show.
Slovenians you didn't even know lived in New York.
Exactly.
That's the thing. What happens when you go to the Garden? Like it exposes these groups. Like, whenever I go to like boxing matches, I'm like, I didn't know we had people from Yemen.
God
but
damn.
it'd be 18,000 Yemenites just in Madison Square
Chilling.
Garden for a
Just
boxing
cheering.
match. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, maybe we could arrange that, man. I could get back in her good graces.
Maybe I'll shift around some shows, some spot times. See if we can figure this out.
Gotta make that happen, bro.
You think this should be cool with me after that?
I can ask.
How we get here? That one fuck up. One fuck up.
I really want to hear this.
Nah, we ain't
After
We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about
It's
it.
gonna be one of the show's great secrets. What happened? The only way you guys ever talk about what happened is if like we get like a really good animator from the Patreon community and animate that shit because I need this shit in full detail.
Nah, bro.
Because you guys share everything on the show. The fact that you won't share this
It got it.
I
makes
know.
me be like, oh, this has to be a
one
fucking
secret.
story.
And that's the thing. We're not gonna talk about it. Well, but it isn't that crazy.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Not saying that she shouldn't feel any way she wants to
Yeah,
feel
it's
about
just
it.
not what it's built up to be.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. There's no
Did I
like.
hype it? Did
There
I
was
hype
no
it too much?
intentional disrespect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But there was disrespect.
Y'all are the fucking child. You see how they tried? You know what? They tried to divide us, bro.
I'm sorry,
they tried to
guys.
divide
I'm
and conquer
sorry.
us, bro. You see what they doing,
No,
right?
but you called
This
it
is-
before.
this is the
But
unity,
no, I've
bro.
never
Love and
been.
hip hop.
This is the
You
unity.
didn't call Love and Hip Hop.
We
before.
love that
You
shit.
did spark it.
They tried to divide us.
Bro, I
Akaash.
haven't been. I haven't
So
been
you
mad this
throw
whole
one
time.
as like a Love and Hip Hop bitch.
So that is some love and hip hop behavior, son. 'Cause that is, you know,
Cause you Cardi B,
grab the
bro.
first liquid and then toss that shit. I'm making a cut.
Jesse Wu.
But yo, Akaash, we can't let them divide us, bro.
Nah, bro, we
You know what I
good.
mean?
We
And that
good.
includes your girl too. She can't divide us.
Nah, we
You know what I
good, bro.
mean?
We good. We a decade deep on this friendship.
That's love, bro.
We a decade deep on this
I love
friendship.
bro love.
You know what I mean?
Bro love makes my heart grow
We're
2
not gonna let
times.
y'all do that to us, bro.
Yeah. How much time we got, bro?
We're at 156.
God damn, we beasting. Okay, real quick, I need to let you guys know. I'm coming down to Miami this weekend. 2 shows, Friday and Saturday at the brand new Miami Improv. Make sure y'all come out to the
I'm thinking about taking that
Miami
trip too.
Improv. Pull up.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna shoot another episode down there of dropping in, but it's gonna be dope. Views from the Sis, and one of the last times you guys are gonna be able to see Views from the Sis before I release it, starting March 3rd. So make sure you check that. Every Sunday of March, a new part of it's gonna come out. We got 6 parts. I'll probably drop the first 2 March 3rd, and then 1 part after that. Every single one. But yeah, come check it out. Miami Improv, and then. In a couple weeks, we're going to be in Raleigh,
Raleigh.
Raleigh, I
North
think is how you say it.
Carolina.
Raleigh.
Akaash and I are going to be there for Valentine's.
Yep.
And Alex. And then that's going to be, then that Saturday, we're going to be in Charlotte. And we got some shows in Charlotte.
We roll in Charlotte Friday though, right?
We're going to go Friday to Charlotte. And then hopefully, Kaz, I don't know what your deal is, but I'm hoping that you'll be able to pull up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
And then try to get Kaz to do some stand-up.
I'm gonna pull up. Fuck it.
So
5 minutes,
Give me
right?
5
We're gonna
minutes,
do
bro.
5
All I
minutes.
need is 5 minutes to
All
get
right.
booed off, baby.
That's
Let's do
it.
it.
Sandman his ass. So then we're going to do that the 16th. Make sure you get tickets for that. Then 22nd, 23rd, Alex and I are going out to San Diego. We got shows American Comedy Company. Come out. We're going to do another dropping in right there. And then the 28th, we got Los Angeles. First show sold out. Second show, I think we still got some tickets available. Get them real quick. And yeah, man. And then I got more shows coming up, and I'm going to release. That's when we start putting out the special in the month of March. And then after that, I'll tell the assholes, I'll probably release dates for my next tour. But I'm putting together that concept right now. But it's going to be, I'm very excited for this, man. I'm very excited to release Views from the Sis. I'm just very excited about a lot of shit right now. But anyway, get your tickets for those real quick.
Real quick, your March shows. Tell the people what they can expect because people are asking.
Oh, so the March shows, because I do have a couple shows in March. We're going to come to Orlando, Jacksonville, and then Acme as well. And depending on how much stuff I release from Views from the Sis, like I'll probably try to stay away from some of that material and do some new material that I've done. But so the idea is you won't see the same stuff you saw at Views. Maybe you'll see one of the jokes or something like that. It's weird though. Now I'm going to places and people like they've been waiting so long to see me. They want me to do certain bits that they like knew me from.
Do
like,
the hits.
Yeah, like it's so I never thought that with comedy. I thought it was one of these things where it's just like
It's
you
not
did it
good
and
the second time, yeah.
Yeah, but like they're just like, nah, bro. What it is this. They go, I brought my family and I didn't show them the clip. Or I brought my boys, I didn't show them the clip. I wanted them to see it live. Boom, blah, blah, blah. So that often happens. So, but we're gonna cover some good shit. But right now, views from the sis. Man, I'm so excited for this shit. I can't wait for it. We're almost done editing. I think the last edit day is this week. And yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. So I'm very excited for that. Make sure you check out all the stuff we got on the YouTube. Unsafe set. Oh, that was it. So I damn near abandoned Facebook.
What's that?
I don't know. I wasn't getting much traction over there. I was like, I don't know. Maybe my people aren't on Facebook. This, that, the other. And Alex, when we weren't beefing and yelling at each other about stupid shit, he had this suggestion. He's like, why don't you put some shit up on Facebook as well? And I was like, look, I'll give you my Facebook fan page account and you upload all the shit up on the fan page. And then he hits me up today, and this clip, I don't even know, what are we at right now? One of the clips, the clip that I put up about, Jesus, Me Too, and Mary, that shit is at like 225,000 views. We just put it up a couple weeks ago.
A couple days ago.
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Facebook's a different monster, man.
Son,
Like,
they
when
are
you get-
going
when you
crazy
get-
in the comments, bro.
when you
They're
get a
dropping
good one-
Bible verses like, she gave consent, this, that, the other. And saying, bro, I'm a comedian, bro. I don't know exactly. First of all, that didn't even happen. But like, all that's made up, guys. I don't know. Just want to let you know.
All right. This has been this week's episode of Flagrant Therapy.
Now you talking about Kaz's girl. Now you talking about Mary. Now you talking about Kaz's girl.
Sorry, yeah.
Kaz, hate to break it to you, but Mary was getting dick down in Bethlehem, my friend. God. Okay? She was getting
You don't mean that.
dick.
You
know what I mean?
Very good. He was playing.
Joseph was the first cuck when you think about it, bro. Really, God cucked Joseph. When you think, yo.
So you gotta hedge your bets, man. What if that shit? Yo, like chill.
Now we can't be comedians out here. Yo, Joseph was just watching God pipe down Mary, fam. Like, and you know God got mean dick game. Yeah, okay, so it's suck my dick and jokes about Mary, and they gotta leave.
See you guys next week.
Son, wait, before you guys
Kaz, we
leave,
done enough
real
podcasts
quick.
without you. We good. Don't even worry about that shit. We got that chemistry. Don't worry about that shit.
Guys, before you guys get upset with me, I just want to remind you, forgiveness.
That's what Jesus would have wanted.
Y'all guys gotta forgive me. You know, like,
Akaash girl. I don't know about that shit,
you,
bro.
yeah, she's Sikh. That's a different. You're sick.
Right.
Yeah, sick.
Sick. Anyway, so yeah, basically that's the first cuck, man. It's a crazy historical. It's a crazy historical event
That's
when
good.
you think about
That's
it.
good.
Do you know what I mean?
That's good.
Do you think God was like looking
You
over?
think
Joseph?
God learned forgiveness from how
Shout out
fast
to
Joseph
Nike UK,
forgave him?
man. Shout out to Nike UK for these great motherfucking PSG jerseys.
Yo,
Shout out to the swoosh. Fuck
real
with
talk.
y'all.
Real talk.
Just
You
do
think-
it.
You think God
Just
was
do it.
Yo, you think God was
You
just
think
in
God?
there like,
You think
real
that's where
talk?
they got the slogan from for
Yeah.
Nike? Just do it.
You think God was just in there and he was like, on the seventh day, who rested?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I wasn't recording.
Bullshit.
Oh God, I would have left. Oh, man.
Hey, man.
God damn.
Y'all enjoy heaven. I'm enjoy life.
Oh, bro. Do we do a Super Bowl preview at all? Do we want to do one? It's the off week.
Nah, we can do it for Patreon.
You guys want to? Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to touch it until the Super Bowl happens. We're going to miss it.
No, if we put out Patreon
it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Sunday.
No, I know what I'm saying is like this will be the last time we'll be able to give predictions.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Real quick,
real quick.
Tom Brady, you can't bet
I got
against
the
him.
I got the Pats. Yeah.
Pats.
I mean, it's Tom Brady, guys. We don't bet against Tom Brady.
You know, though, there's a lot of symmetry between the Patriots started their dynasty and then this one. You know who the Patriots beat when they started their dynasty?
The Rams.
Rams.
Yep. Kurt Warner. Oh.
So, could happen. This could be the start of a Rams dynasty. They got McVay. The Patriots have Belichick. You know.
Nah, I'm switching. I'm gonna go to Rams. I'm gonna go to Rams.
There was a stat too, or I read something somewhere, like the check down or something online, When Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl, his running back, Sony Michel, was 5 years old.
Oh, some guy who listens to the podcast, we were talking about Sony Michel.
Yeah.
Remember, I was like, nobody even knows this guy. He's running through your whole defense. He goes, bro, that kid played in our high school. When he was in 8th grade, he was on varsity.
Yo,
He
fuck.
was bodying us.
Wow.
Dude, think about that. 8th grade
Yeah,
playing against
fuck.
adult men.
I used to hear the same stories about what's the kid? Well, Leonard Fournette.
I could see that.
Leonard
'Cause
Fournette did the
Fournette's
same
been
shit.
40 forever.
Yeah,
When
he's
you
been
look at his
he's been like
face,
the
dude.
same massive head.
40 years
I saw
old.
the picture of him in middle
Yeah.
school. I'm like, oh yeah, he's going to the NFL.
He's built like a southern diner chef. Can't you see him walking out the kitchen
At
like,
the Waffle
what's
House."
the problem here? What's the problem here? Y'all let the gays in again? Y'all just gonna let the gays in?
Oh boy, Super Bowl should be fun though. Should be a good game.
We got to go next year, man. Real talk. Let's go.
Where is
down
it
to
next
go.
year?
We just got to get a press pass somehow. We won't get no respect of these press
We
passes.
ain't gonna get no
We
respect.
ain't gonna get no press.
It's hard to get a press pass. What couldn't we even get a press pass for?
For All Star.
NBA All-Star.
NBA All Star.
Right.
Man, we were
already.
shuffling in that motherfucker, trying to get wherever we could.
Dancing, bro. Pulled it off, kind of.
It was all good. We had fun.
Anyway, all right.
I mean, we popping now. We might get a press pass.
We ain't getting no press pass. Let's keep it 100. We just
Never
gonna,
know.
we gonna call the game
You never
outside.
know. Fuck.
We gotta start calling the games outside.
Let's just go to the game and then watch the shit on our phones.
Yeah,
Let's just
but
go to the
like-
stadium, sit outside. We'll Twitch us watching on our phones. Y'all
Real
go watch
talk.
us watching on our phones.
Knowing most,
on your
knowing
phone.
most Super Bowls, that actually might be way more
Yo,
entertaining.
set up
than
a
actual
booth and
game.
shit. Like we're watching the game, commentating, and like see if people end up watching it with us. That should be hot. The game outside the game. All right. What else before we get out of here?
James Harden can't sell tickets. Melo still dumb. Durant, Nick Collison. Kari Reed may not re-sign. These are what I have left. Oh, also
All right.
Cardi
Real
and
talk.
Terry
Real talk. I
Crews.
think we spoke about in the Patreon, but this is the next thing that I'm putting out there in the world, and I'm sure we're gonna see the Flagrant 2 effect, as we always see, is that these conversations that we have start to permeate the
The sports blogosphere.
yeah, the ecosystem, the sports
ecosystem.
blogosphere, and then you start to see these conversations. And here's the next one: is James Harden cannot sell tickets. Is this guy a valuable asset to your franchise? He cannot win you championships, and he does not sell tickets. What is the point of having him on your team? If you have Vince Carter and you sell out every single game because Vince is going to do some crazy dunks and you want to see it happen, of course, it doesn't matter if you're not winning championships because you have sellouts. But the guy literally has the most boring fucking game of any max player in the league, definitely any superstar in the league, definitely any all-star in the league. Is he a valuable asset to have on your team?
He's valuable.
He's valuable, but not moving tickets. Puts
You know
him-
why?
If you're not going to win, you got to move tickets, right? At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
He's
right?
got to be the least valuable MVP.
They like his beard.
Great
Yeah.
call. The least valuable MVP. That's
The
what
LV MVP.
he is. The LV
Oh, I like the sound of that.
MVP.
But not-
James Harden, the
think about
LV MVP, and least valuable. We literally mean monetarily speaking. He cannot sell tickets.
I mean, let's run it back. Russell Westbrook, they sell tickets.
Selling
Like that
tickets, bro.
OKC shit is rocking every night.
Banging.
Steph, no doubt. LeBron,
LeBron.
no doubt. KD, no doubt.
No, we're not talking only at home. We're talking on the road.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Did
Steve
we talk about
Nash
this on
sold
Patreon or
tickets.
did we talk about this on regular
I
app?
think we talked about it on Patreon.
Steve Nash actually won too. Like,
Yeah.
you know
Steve
what I mean?
actually won you games, and they're selling tickets and creating an exciting
Oh
environment.
yeah,
He's
and at one
passing
point
everybody
they
was
were
fun.
the most exciting team in sports at one
Dude, we
point.
watched Sean Marion. Like,
The only comparison is Tim Duncan, and Duncan won chips. So,
so
Yeah,
that's
so
the thing.
that's
If you
value.
win chips, we shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, the Patriots aren't exciting.
right.
But they win chips.
The Patriots play arguably boring football. Not a lot of
They're the
trick
Spurs
plays,
of
not a lot
football.
of exciting athletes out
A
there.
little bit. And the Super Bowls, for what it's worth, are always close.
That's fair. The games are close. That's fair. And they deliver. But it's not as exciting. There are certain teams, I mean, like them Rams back in the day.
Yeah. These Rams.
Shit, these Rams.
Mm-hmm.
There was excitement. So what is the point? He's a boring player that doesn't win and doesn't sell tickets. How is he an asset to your team?
Sell a lot of bobbleheads. That beard.
Sell some jerseys. Yeah, the beard is the most valuable thing about him. That's the most monetizable thing about James Harden.
If he shaves that beard, it's a wrap.
Maybe he should.
It's just gonna plummet.
I'm trying to think of what the right like metaphor analogy for it is. Like, he's really a fucking. Oh God, I can't get it. I can't figure out what it is. Something that is successful despite itself.
I feel like, and this might be
He's a cancer
No.
He's a tumor growing in your body.
I wouldn't.
Right? Like, that's what it does, right?
You know what it
benign
is?
tumor.
I
Yeah.
honestly think this is what it is with James Harden. I think no single player, maybe outside of Russell Westbrook, has benefited more from the era of the super team than James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
Why is that?
Because, think about it. Steph Curry with his own team was phenomenal. KD with his own team, phenomenal. LeBron James, phenomenal. You don't, as much as hype as James Harden to get, he's probably going to get another MVP this year. Do you take him over Curry, Durant, LeBron, AD, I guess?
No.
Giannis?
No.
Like, do you take him over any of these guys? I don't think so. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, he's a benefit. He benefits the most out of being the 1, 2, and 3 option with the OD neon green light. And he puts up ridiculous amounts of numbers. Like, I don't think if you switch him and KD on the Warriors, he doesn't put up those numbers. He doesn't put up close to those numbers.
You just made a great fucking point. How can the MVP of the league not be a top 5 player?
I don't think he is.
Is he a top 10? Can we name 10?
He's top 10.
All right, let's name them. Let's name
I
the
don't
players
think
we'd
he's
have
top
before
5.
Harden. Ready?
Giannis.
I'm taking Giannis.
Giannis.
I'm taking LeBron.
LeBron.
Taking
Steph.
KD. I'm taking
Sorry,
Steph.
Steph, KD. AD.
Taking
Right.
Anthony Davis. That's 5 right there.
Kyrie.
I don't know if I'm taking
No,
Kyrie.
not doing Kyrie
I'm
first?
taking Kawhi.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Kawhi. Westbrook.
That's where it gets tricky.
That's tricky.
I don't know if I'm taking Westbrook over Harden. But it's a combo to have.
I'll give you one. Paul George.
I'm taking Paul right now.
Dude,
this
Paul
Paul George.
George.
I think I
This
took
Paul
my
George.
God.
I'm taking. Yeah.
Okay. Klay Thompson.
Nah, I'll take Harden over Clay.
Okay.
I think Clay wouldn't do as much with his own team.
But the defense, the way he affects
true.
the game
So
on
Harden's
both
like
sides.
top 7, top 8.
So now he's the 8th bet. Is there another player we can name? Porzingis? No.
Nah, yeah. Maybe Embiid. Maybe.
I would take
I would take
Embiid over
Yeah.
Harden.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're 8. If we name 2 more fucking players, he's not a top 10 player in the league, and he's somehow the MVP. Can we find 2 more guys that we would rather have on our team?
What about Butler?
I went Butler. I think you'd have to go.
I'll take Harden over Butler.
I think you'd have to go Harden, but like, I mean, just for the defense alone.
Like Harden just takes such an inordinate amount of shots that I just can't.
Bro,
I
low
can't,
key,
in good conscience, put him over these guys because they're doing.
Clay,
Efficiency
bro.
matters.
I think Clay. There's an argument
It's
for
an
it.
argument. 'Cause of
Only
defense.
because we haven't seen Clay be number 1, and when Clay gets treated like a number 1,
Yeah.
when he's knocked down, the numbers are stupid.
Oh no, Clay is like the complete antithesis of Harden. Like when Harden gets going, it's because he has the ball in his hand so many times that he's a wrecking ball and he can't stop him. When Clay gets going, it happens so quick and so fast. You don't even. He doesn't have. There's like some wild stat. Like he only had the ball for like 30 seconds, and he had like
4 dribbles.
He only took 8 dribbles and
4
then
dribbles,
like
right?
60 or
Let's
something
just
like
give
that. That's
Clay
ridiculous.
to be
It's
nice.
ridiculous.
Ready? Boogie. I just personally don't like Boogie.
I need more.
as
I
a
need
player.
more from Boogie, but I don't take Boogie over Harden.
Is there anybody else that we can name? We're at 9 right now. That we would take before
Me
Harden.
personally, nah, I was gonna jump out the window.
You gonna say Luca?
I was gonna jump out.
I'm gonna say Luca.
Me personally, 19 years old, your franchise for the next 10, 15 years, bro.
Luka's a tough one, but
Give me him.
He's not there yet, but if it's who would you rather have right now? Because he's 19, give me Luca. Who's better right now? Harden.
Harden,
okay.
absolutely.
But is there a world where Kyrie fits in there? Is there a world?
There's a world. There's a world.
I don't think so.
There's a world. I mean, he's hey, he's got the ring. He's got the moment. He's got the finals moment.
He does have the
saying?
ring. He does
Like,
have a big playoff moment, of which
it's not
Harden
like-
has zero.
Zero.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like Kyrie was just hanging on to get that ring.
So
Cavaliers
here's-
don't get that ring without Kyrie.
So without a doubt,
Yeah,
big playoff
of
games.
course.
So here we did. It got shaky, but we just named 10 players.
7 comfortably.
We named 7 with the utmost confidence
Yeah.
that we would have over Harden. And then we had 3 more that you could make arguments for.
Right.
Very good arguments, mind you. How the fuck is this guy the MVP?
I think
Benefits from being on the super team era, man.
he benefits from D'Antoni too.
That too. That too.
D'Antoni, just shoot it. Who gives a fuck? Just put up points.
He's the perfect D'Antoni muse. It's like if I could take, I got to.
His points
he's
are like
I got to-
pesos. Do you know, like
Yes.
you know your money. You know, like like $1 is like 30 pesos,
Yeah.
right? That's what I feel like his point. 1-3 is one of Steph's threes or one of Clay's threes would be 20 points.
No,
Not 20, but an absurd amount of points.
I look at Harden as like the
Rockets.
perfect Mike D'Antoni muse. It's like
Yes.
I've coached Steve Nash, I've coached Kobe, I've coached these two MVPs. If I could take the best parts of both of those guys and put them into one guy, it's James Harden. And it's like the unconscious, just nut ability of Kobe and the ball handling and passing ability of Steve Nash.
Yep.
That's
I don't
James
think he has the
Harden.
passing ability.
He doesn't have the passing ability, but it's up there. Like
It's
he
fucking
could,
good.
He could.
It's fucking dude.
He's
His
a wizard when it
offensive
comes to
game.
that shit,
I think
yeah.
he's arguably the best offensive player in the history of the game. Just offense. Just his.
Really?
That's a big.
Who does all aspects of offense as well as he does? I mean,
Here's the
he's
thing.
an elite passer. Say what you want. He's an elite passer.
Mm-hmm.
Great vision when he wants to pass. Great driving to the basket, finishing at the rim, finish
Mm-hmm.
with contact if he wants. Elite 3-point shooter.
He's up there. There's an argument to be made.
Maybe you could say he doesn't work off the ball well. That's
Man, I know it's a weird comparison to have because like it's not so stat based.
go.
A guy like Stephen Curry just changes a team so much just when he gets on the floor that
yeah,
it doesn't.
I think he's the greatest offensive player.
It's just he is just a fucking
All right.
a dynamo. Like he's the. I've
Passer,
always called him
ball
the.
handler.
Yeah.
And then the shooting is just so overwhelming.
I've always called him the nega Shaq, like the opposite Shaq. How Shaq,
Yeah.
when he was in the game and everybody just fucking crowded in because he was such a fucking magnet.
Okay.
Steph is the complete opposite. He gets in and everything just spreads the fuck out because you got to guard him from
In
40
2
feet
years, I don't think Harden's a top 10 player in the league, which is kind of crazy.
You think that you'll see the steep decline?
I think the other players will come up to the point that he's topped out. This is his peak. And he's already the 8th best player in the league. And I think Luka in his 3rd year, maybe even Zion in his 2nd. Who
And there's
knows?
so many people we're not even told, like Dame Lillard, who's like, he's up there sometimes. Like there's certain nights where I'm like, okay, this guy might be one of the best guards in the league. But, you know, he plays in Portland. A lot of people don't see him. A guy that people aren't really talking about that should be getting talked about a lot, De'Aaron Fox.
I thought in a couple years he might be
Ugh,
nasty.
I love his
And what about
fucking game,
Booker?
bro. Devin
Like,
Booker.
Booker gets bucket.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about just a bucket getter and nothing
Yeah.
else, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There was a time people were talking about Cat before Jimmy Butler took his soul.
Yeah.
True. That's
Before
very
Butler took his
true.
soul, people were like, Cat was top 5. But who knows now?
anyway, all right. Anything else?
Cardi B Super Bowl ad, Terry Crews deal Hughley. We could talk about that on the Patreon.
Yeah, that's a Patreon.
That might get a little saucy
That's going to get saucy.
because you know he's gonna complain about it.
Oh, yeah. So
Terry
make sure you sign
Crews.
up for that Patreon. Patreon.com/Figure2.
Who works out that much to be a victim?
Ooh, let's save it. Let's save it. Let's save it.
Like, I'm
save
working
it.
out that much, son. We going at it, bro. We scrapping.
Yo, save it.
All
That's
right,
it.
fine. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening. It's Flagrant 2. Thank you for letting us work out our marriage counseling, our struggles.
I feel like we had a breakthrough today.
Yeah, we found out that y'all just want to sink this fucking ship together. That's what you want to
Who's singing?
do, motherfuckers.
This is great
they trying to
content.
divide us, bro. They
This
trying
is
to
great
divide us,
content.
Akaash.
No, I think they were just happy to be on the other end of it because they sucked it up.
That's it.
I was
Because we
ha- I was
usually
happy-
get them.
We usually
I
get
was
them.
happy to come in a little bit late, and nobody was ready yet. I was like, that's great. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mark it
Fuck you,
down.
man. All right? Seriously?
Come on,
God
son.
damn it. I came with gifts. That's why I didn't get a jersey. bitch.
I'm hard to troll. I'm hard to troll. I grew up getting trolled. That's why Schulz and I got along well because I grew up with this. I was like, this don't bother me. So y'all, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna care if
I'm
y'all tell
fine.
me to.
Hey, as much as I've got trolled, I never got
Guys
as
thought he was
bad
gonna
as
get
this
out of
guy,
his
bro.
lateness. This motherfucker really. Son, Eden might not drop the volume for me, but he did come up to me. He's like, should I mark him as asshole?
Dog, I was about to leave without the jerseys. I was like, oh, okay, I might be late. But at least I'm coming with you.
Motherfucker got an excuse.
This
This guy will not take a lateness, son. It's the subway. It's the jerseys. Also, this is how I know Kaz gonna be late.
Shout out to Nike UK, baby.
Kaz always gives
Yes,
us a preemptive text about his lateness without saying he's late. Like he'll give us one of these on the way.
En route. That's the word.
En route.
En route is my go-to quote. That means, damn, I gotta start going.
That means you ain't left yet. That's what that means.
That means the Uber is on the way.
Anyway, for those of y'all that are on the Patreon, excuse me, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you Friday, and we'll get super flagrant about your man's Terry Crews and his bouncing pectoral muscles. You can't bounce your titties that much and not expect someone to grab it.
Bruh, you.
All right.
Can't give it that for free, baby. Can't give it that for free.
Anyway, and for those of you who aren't yet, come on, sign up. Come on aboard, man. Fastest growing Patreon in the world. We'd love to speak to y'all twice a week. We love to continue this army, grow this shit. I love seeing what y'all have done, spreading the culture, spreading the values that we have. Continue helping each other, continue gifting, continue that radical inclusion. It's cool seeing what you guys have been able to put together amongst yourselves. I always like that. The assholes getting together, meeting in different places, listen to the episodes, their own little group chats. That's the coolest thing about this is the community that we're all a part of. So keep it tight, keep chucking it up when you see us. Make sure you do that and just keep growing what we're growing, man. It's pretty impressive. It's truly amazing. I love you, Alex.
Love you, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. At Kaz, you're undecided.
Well, fuck you guys, all right?
Listen, Kaz, I don't know how to edit as good as him. Eden stood up real quick. He was like, I can edit. I'm able to
so
do
quick
this.
to sell motherfucker out, bro. Fuck you guys.
All right, but yo, for real, man, thank y'all so much for being a part of this, man. We love y'all. This has been Flagrant 2. Peace.